The Ironman Skiller series is a series I've been avoiding on talking about. And if you know me for the series, you know I haven't done a video in 4 months. I wanted to put all the episodes in a movie format for anybody who wants to watch it this way. But if you want to hear the future of this account, go to the end of the video. Otherwise, enjoy episode 1 through 17, 1,400 hours worth of progress.
Hi, my name is Sai, and welcome to my Ironman Skiller, who is clearly a woman. I love skilling, and I've had multiple skillers in the past, and I've decided to test myself with Ironman mode. So welcome to episode 1, Preparations. So to start off this account, the first thing I want to rush is 32 Thieving, which allows me to pickpocket rogues in the wildy for the Iron Dagger P, which then we can complete Druidic Ritual among other quests future. But before I do all that, there's 2 quests I can do in Lumbridge real quick, and I'm going to sell everything I don't need for some GP. Alright, we ended off with 69 GP, Giga Chad number. Now it is time for us to go get 5 Thieving. Trying to not die, I've been doing a lot of sitting around, but that is 5 Thieving. Now I have 216 GP. I'm going to make my way to Varrock. Gonna thieve from the tea stall, and I'll tell you why when I get there. And then we're gonna move on to cakes and Ardoin. Alright, first mini game of the account. Maybe we can get some Fashionscape. Let's go to the portal and find out what we get. Dun dun dun. Hey, we actually got the top. Something that actually looks good on me, so that is nice. Before we went to Varrock, I decided I would just do the sheep shear and then Cook's Assistant, get 2 quests out of the way, get a smidge of XP, and then we will head our way to Varrock. I've just figured why not do these 2 quick quests real quick. Giving Fred the farmer his wool, and that is sheep shear completed. Awarded 1 quest points, 150 crafting XP, 60 coins, total quest points of 1. We now have 3 crafting. Now I can do polished buttons. Time to go do Cook's Assistant, and we should get 3 cooking. There's your ingredients. That is Cook Assistant completed. 1 quest point, 300 cooking XP. Total quest point of 2. Oh, level 4 cooking, not level 3. But now it is time to continue on to Varrock and steal some tea. So we are now in Varrock stealing from tea stalls. Now the reason I'm doing this, I'm only doing it for 1 inventory before I move on to cakes. But when I go and do Druidic Ritual, if you drink tea, it gives you 3 attack instead of 1. Hopefully that'll let me hit faster so I don't have as much attack XP used before I poison them, which is what I'm going for, 32 for rogues. Look at that. Somebody drops 2 of these. And me being the Iron Man, I can't do it. I can't pick it up. You know how nice it would be right now? God. Alright, we have arrived at cakes. And the reason for cakes is because first, this is great XP for me right now. With 8 thieving, almost 9. For 2, I'm going to be doing Wintertod on this account as soon as I can. As soon as I can get some skills up and have decent levels, I'll be shooting for Wintertod because it's a great place for supply and money. I'm trying to get all the quests done, and then that will open up some stats, and I need Herblore, and I need some things up. And the biggest reason for thieving is so I can go get that poison dagger from rogues. So I will probably be here until 32 thieving, just for the fact that I'll have enough cakes by then. I don't know, unless I hit 500 cakes beforehand or so. That is 15 thieving. Now we can pickpocket ham members, and that is 20 thieving. We can now steal from silk stalls and male ham members followers. We will steal 1 silk eventually, probably before we leave cakes, just to do the Ardoin Easy Diaries. But right now, I'm just going to focus on my cakes. That is 25 thieving. Now we can actually steal from male ham members, I'm pretty sure. Fruit stalls, if we had the favor, which we will probably get here soon, but just going to be here until 32. Alright, we have made our way to the Stronghold of Security. Now the reason I'm here is for the 10k. And then what I'm going to do with the 10K is buy compost. I'm going to get 15% Hosidious favor because I got like 400 cakes, 28 thieving, and the levels are just coming. You know, they're taking too long. So I'm going to get 15% Hosidious favor, spend some money on it, and then get my 32 thieving for rogues, and then we can continue on. Here we are at the cradle of life. Now we should pick between the pair of boots, and we do get the colorful ones and a little bit of fashion escape. Now we have 10K, and we shall make our way to Hosidious. Yeah, Hosidious. So before I leave Varrock, I felt like I should do this quest just for future like genie lamps or anything. So now we have 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. Really isn't a quest, it's just museum shit. But yeah, now we should make our way to Hosidious. Alright, we have pushed the plow till 5%. We actually got 5.2. It is time for us to go mine some saltpeter. Use the 100 compost I bought. Get 15%. That should get us 15% or pretty damn close. And then we will continue on to getting 32 thieving, which is just 4 levels. That is the first farming level on the account. We're using the saltpeter on the compost. Got ourselves 100, and this should get us our 15%. At least I hope so. We're going to turn in 100 compost mixed, and we're going to see what percent that gets us. Here we go. 15. Alright, so it gave us 10%. We already had 5.2. So now we are eligible to... Do I click right here? No, right here. We are now eligible to steal from the Hosidious fruit stall. So we're going to do that until 32. Bam! That is 32 thieving. I've been saving all the pineapples and the strange fruits and dropping everything else. I know there's cooking apples. I don't know if they're the same apples to put in baskets for farming in the future. But if so, I can always come back. But now we have 32 thieving. I can't talk right now. It is time to go pickpocket some rogues. Whew. I think that's it. I think we're safe now. Rogue's den is right over there. Alright, we are safe. That is very nice. We are not safe! What are you doing in here? What are you doing in there? As soon as I stopped recording, I ran around the fucking side too, bro. So there's a reason that this is actually called just an Ironman. I started as a hardcore. You know, just to see how far I could go. I knew I was doing something risky, and I knew I was risking the status. God damn, what is a level 305 fucking dude in there for? Now I lost my knife. Like, yeah, the status is whatever. I already went into this knowing I was going to lose it. But, you know, I did want to keep it. I wanted to keep it for as long as I could. Obviously, that's as long as Jagex wanted me to have it. Oh my lord, I realized I kept my colorful boots cool. I lost my top. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I didn't take that off. Ah! Stop it! Pick somewhere. And I'm dead. Oh! Wasn't thinking. I did not bring enough food with me, and kind of gonna sit out one life. I mean, I could actually go run and die, get my 2K back. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not a hardcore anymore, so I can. Well, I don't want to die too close. Yeah, let's die over here. What? Why didn't you hit me with that the first time? I literally just logged on. All right. I took a break because I wasn't getting my dagger. I log on, and there's that level 305 chaos element right by me. It's like, God, like, what am I supposed to do? We have just achieved 36 thieving. I have been here for 4 levels, and I haven't gotten my goddamn poison dagger. I'm not even sure if I can use these lockpicks, but I'm keeping them. I mean, just put them in the bank in case I can use them in the future. But yeah, I've just been sitting here. I got 2 of these guys trapped, and I got 6K made so far. And I want to get that dagger soon. Otherwise, we have to do Hunter. But that's going to take a long time. So, I don't know. Yes, we finally have the dagger. Iron Dagger P. Now, hopefully we don't go die with it. And we got ourselves 7K. Got some lockpicks. I might sit here until I... No, I'm not going to sit here until I run out of food. And I'm going to pick my bread up. But now, since that is done... I guess I'll get one more. Since that is done, it is time to move on to doing some actual questing on the account that I want to get done. And first off will be Druidic Ritual. Alright, that is the end of episode 1. Our goal was to get the Iron Dagger, and that is something we did achieve. We lost our hardcore status, but oh well. Every Ironman account we've ever had has lost that status. And if it wouldn't be now, it'd probably be in Wintertot later, or AFKing. But in the next episode, we will be putting this dagger to use and really taking off with this account. Okay, the bear has finally died. I feel like that really did not, I don't need that, really didn't go too well. I did a bit more experience than I wanted. But this is like the only quest I really have to use combat for. So now it is time to go kill the rat. Make sure to use defense so I still stay away from levels as much as possible. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this dagger really didn't do shit. It poisoned him one time. He got hit for green one time. Alright, we have killed a giant rat, which will give us rat meat. We can now complete Druidic Ritual, and I have 35, 39, 47 XP before any attack levels. Now I will put where is it at? Is it over here? As hidden, and hopefully I'll never have to attack anyone again, because I definitely did not want to use that much XP, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me because they're still going to be level 1, you know? So it is what it is. Now that we have our thieving grind out of the way and killing monsters, and we have our Iron Dagger P, Druidic Ritual has been unlocked, which is the one thing I needed to do before Wintertot, and I need 10 Herblore before I do the dig site quest, and I need some mining. So we're gonna go do some more questing, get some skills up, and yeah, that's kind of the route that this account is going now. First wood cutting level on the account. Now the reason I am doing wood cutting at the moment is because I need to get 30 fire making to do the sea slug. And I actually want to do AFK wood cutting on this account while I work on my main. So I need at least 15 wood cutting. So I figured I would bust those out, and then I will go do the sea slug and then the fishing contest and get, that is 3 wood cutting by the way. And that would get me the highest fishing level without even doing any fishing at all. Bam, that is 15 wood cutting. We can now cut down oak logs. We have gotten our first genie lamp on the account, I'm pretty sure. Gonna put it straight into Slayer. Got 90 Slayer XP. We have no level, but we are 64. We are one more lamp away from level 10 Slayer. Bam, that is 15 fire making. Gonna save the rest of my logs for early level fletching, even though it's not too many. I know I will have to cut some more, but now I'm actually going to run to Lumbridge and get myself a steel axe. So as I was in Lumbridge and heading to Draenor anyways, and I got that genie lamp, I realized I should probably do X marks the spot. I got 1 quest points. You get the antique lamp, 200 coins, and a beginner clue scroll. Now we have 7 quest points. But the biggest reason is this antique lamp. I'm able to put it on Slayer. 300 experience points. Now I have 11 Slayer. So if we meet a genie instead of 90, it will be 110 XP. I actually wasn't going to record the level, but 17 woodcutting got us 125 total level. Wasn't sure if I was going to throw it in, but I will. That is 20 woodcutting. You guys probably will see me at 25, but at least 30. Ooh. We got a bird nest with an easy clue in it on camera. Okay. Well, I was AFKing and I kind of missed me actually getting the level, but that is 30 wood cutting. Now with all the logs I have, we will see. I mean, I'm almost positive 282 oak logs will actually get me 30 fire making, and then we can move on. There you have it. That is 30 fire making. Now it's time to move on to Sea Slug. Alright, now this is the Sea Slug completed. We are awarded 1 quest point, 7k fishing XP, and access to the fishing platform. Have some oyster pearls now, total quest points of 8. That goes from 1 to 24 fishing. So now we are actually going to go do the fishing contest, which I believe will get us to 27 fishing. That is the fishing contest completed. 1 quest point, 2,500 fishing XP, access to the tunnel. That is 9 quest points in total. Don't care what you have to say to me. I now have, it got me 26 fishing. And I don't think there's any other fishing quests I can do at the moment. So now I'm actually going to go work on mining. So instead of mining to 15, I decided to do Plague City. We are awarded 1 quest point, 2,425 mining XP. The teleport squirrel will have a total quest point of 10. And that is 15 mining, just like that. I didn't even mine a smidge. So now we can actually go do Doric's quest. And I'm going to grab this spade just so I have extras. Alright, this is going to be Doric's quest completed. 1 quest point, 1,300 mining XP, 180 coins. Use of his anvils, total quest points of 11. That gets us to 18 mining. We actually have a total level of 200 now. Have red berries because we're going to be doing the Night Sword here real soon. I just need to get 10 cooking first. This is going to be Gertrude's cats completed. We got what it looked like 1,500 cooking XP, 1 quest points. We got a kitten, chocolate cake, and some stew. That gives us 13 cooking, which is what we needed for red berry pies. So we can go move on with Night Sword. We have 4 red berry pies. Let's see if we can get 1 at least with our 13 cooking. And we burnt the first one. And we cooked the second one. Nice. Can we cook them all? No, okay, never mind. Okay, 2 for 2. You know, it's not bad at all. We only needed 1, so now we can move on to the Night Sword. Returning the sword to the squire. That is the Night Sword completed. 1 quest points. Almost 13k smithing XP. Total quest points of 13. We now have 29 smithing, and I also made enough to have my own sword for some fashionscape. So before I moved on to Jungle Potion, I figured I would open up the Ruin Crafting skill. So this is going to be Ruin Mysteries completed. Got 1 quest points, Air Talisman, and access to the mine. Total quest points of 14. So instead of moving on to Jungle Potion right away, I decided to do Mistland Mystery, get some crafting experience. Gives us 600 crafting XP, and then the Uncut Ruby, Emerald, Sapphire, 15 quest points. That gives us 8 crafting. And we're actually going to go either do the Dwarf Cannon right now or Murder Mystery, so you'll see next clip. That is Murder Mystery completed. We got 3 quest points, 1,500 crafting XP, and 2k coins. Total XP, total quest points of 18, and now 14 crafting. I think we're gonna go do Dwarf's Cannon to finish up some crafting, and then we will move on to Jungle Potion. That is the Dwarf Cannon completed. We got 1 quest point, 750 crafting XP, and a cannon that we'll never use. That gave us 16 crafting, which I think is 3 levels. And then now we have a total level of 250 and almost 100,000 total XP. Cancer. Which is the Amulet of Defense and Uncut Sapphire. So we are actually going to be able to complete this quest. I decided that I was not going to do the Haziel's Cult because I need to save as much combat XP and you have to kill somebody in that quest. So I'm not down for that, and I want to get the Artie cloak, so I want to use it there. But I'd like to get a better poison dagger at first. But that is the observatory quest completed. 2 quest points, 2200 crafting XP. We now have 21 crafting. I have the amulet of defense, so I'll rock that. Looks pretty nice, and we got a sapphire, so that's pretty cool. So I plan on keeping these episodes around 10 minutes long. That's all I ask for people's days. If you want to watch it, please do. If you don't, you don't have to. But that is the end of episode 2. We got almost all of the questing I wanted done. Only a couple left that we will finish off next episode. And a big goal of mine would be Fossil Island next episode. That is the jungle potion completed. We are awarded 1 quest point, 775 Herblore XP, total quest points of 22. That is 9 Herblore, and we are 100 XP away from 10, and we need 10 for the dig site quest. So I need to see quickly how fast I can get a level. That is 2 agility. So as I am pondering around how to get my Herblore level, I realized, oh, I need 10 agility for the quest as well, the dig site quest. So I'll do that, and I actually found the way I'm going to be training. So I'm actually just going to get 10 agility, and then we will go finish our 10 Herblore. 10 agility popped on me sooner than I thought, but we are finally going to make our way out of here, and I will be showing you guys how we are going to get our 117 Herblore XP. So alright, can we get a zombie piece, or are we just going to get an emote? Can we get a zombie piece? Come on, Leo, let me out of here. Zombie mask? I actually have never had one of these. Oh yeah, look at us. That's cool though, that's awesome. That is Prince Ali rescue completed. We are awarded 3 quest points, 700 coins in use of the toll gates, 25 quest points in total. There is a reason we did this quest, and now I will show you why. So basically, I was watching someone else's video, so shout out to Sluffin, and he showed this way. You can get into the Sorcerer's Garden, and you pick herbs here, and you kind of just pick until you get guams or any herbs that I can use. I'm going to, oh, that's for farming. I'm going to keep all of the herbs I have, like all that I get from here. You know, this is really nice. But right now I really need guams. I don't think I can use Terramins. Basically, you just sneak past these guys without getting caught. Like, here's a perfect run right here. Sneak past these guys without getting caught. Save my run energy. Come over here, steal some herbs, and then do it all over again. There's 5 farming. Got more Terrawind. Got our first Guam leaf as well. Like I said, we're gonna get a whole inventory, and we might just sit here and get a couple. I mean, this is 2 herbs a run, not too bad. Let's see if I can get one more Guam, and I did. I got one more Guam and a Mantero. Oh, that's so much XP right there. I think I just drink from the fountain I get to leave. Alright, so I'm just gonna buy a pack of iron newts, and I thought she sold vials. And bam, that is 10 herblore. I highly doubt we have enough to make 11, but that is enough to do the dig site quest, which is what we wanted. So we are another step towards Fossil Island, so let's go get that done. So in the middle of the dig site quest, I have actually found 4 black med helms over here. And if I just dig this soil patch one more time, I get 20 mining. What? There you go. Shut up, Lee. I get 20 mining. That's how long I've been here. Finally, we have completed the dig site. That is 2 quest points, 15k mining XP, 2k herblore XP, 2 gold bars, total quest points of 27. Now I have 33 mining and can hit motherload, and 17 herblore. God damn, that quest was super annoying because I have no stamina potion, so I walked the whole time. But it is finally completed. I'm going to go sell these black helms real quick. That is why I kept them, and then we will move on. So after everything, we have 88 kudos. We need 12, and we need 100 to attain Fossil Island. I don't know if it's worth finding the pendant. I think I need to find one. I'm gonna have to look into it. But since I can't enchant it anyways, I don't know if it's worth actually finding. But I'm going to see what I need to do for 12 more kudos. In one inventory, I found the clean necklace. I'm going to just hold on to it for now, in case, you know, it is something I can actually use. But otherwise, I do have it at least. So this quest is actually easier to complete than I thought it was. Because going into it, I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to complete it. But this is Merlin's Crystal completed. We are awarded 6 quest points. Excalibur now have a total quest points of 33. Big shout out to Swamp Man Good. He helped me out with Shield of Arav. We are awarded 1 quest point, 600 coins. Total quest points of 34. So this is Haziel's Cult completed. We are awarded 1 quest point, 1500 thieving, XP 2000 coins. Total quest points of 35. So talking to the Storm got me 103 kudos, and it also got me 2 XP lamps. So I'm going to try my best to save those for Slayer. I can't even lie saying that, oh, I got this first try, because my first count that ever did this, my very first skiller ever, actually did this first try. Breeze. I hardly had to adjust the boat. This time, it took me 5 tries. It took me 5 tries to do this quest, god damn it. But this is Bon Voyage completed. We are awarded 1 quest point and access to Fossil Island. I just realized that there was no excitement in that last clip. Like, we just finished the big goal I had in episode 2, which was Fossil Island, and I played it off like it was nothing. That's how pissed off I was. That quest was not fun. This is Daddy's Home mini quest. We got 8 construction from it and a supply crate. Excuse me. I'm going to use everything I can from this to get 29 construction, because that is what we need to build everything on Fossil Island. And now we have 10 construction. I am just using all of the materials that I got from that crate, building some chairs, might build a rug or 2. And yeah, we're going to see how far it gets us. We do need 29 construction for Fossil Island. And that is our next goal, is to build everything. Or at least a bank, so 21. This is quite a bit of scenery change since the last clip. I have been here at Barbarian Assault. I have 443 planks. That right there should get me just over or just about 29 smithings.
What did he say?
I don't have as many nails. I'm thinking either I'm going to go spend some money and buy some, or we're just going to go try and make some. And there we have it. That is 30 construction. Still have about 900 iron nails left. I'm actually going to keep those. We're just going to teleport to Varrock, and we're going to get everything we need to build the Fossil Island bank and everything that is helpful to me. 29 construction builds everything on the island, but I don't know if I'll do that at the moment. We have just completed our first exam on the account. I think we get a book of knowledge. And I'm going to put that in Slayer, and that should get us 12 Slayer. Oh, really? It doesn't? 29 away? Are you kidding me? Alright, we have made our way back to Fossil Island. I think we have everything on us. Alright, we have made it back to Fossil Island. I forgot my nails and iron bar, but bam, now we can actually continue on. I think I need. Now that is the fire pit built, there is a broken spinning wheel right here that we can also fix. Oh, 1,000? Damn, 31 construction. And right besides the spinning wheel, we can actually do a half-built loom. Alright, I lied, there's 2 more. The ring of stone, 32 construction. And then there's a table somewhere that we build. Let me find out where that is. Now is table parts. This is the last thing, 100 XP. And that is Fossil Island completed. You know, we have access to it. We are here on it. And we have everything built for it. We got 32 construction, almost a 350 total level. And there's one more thing I would like to do before I end off this episode, and that is I would like to get birdhouses started. So we're going to go find out what we need for that. So I went back and picked up my fossil building the camp, and this will get us another XP lamp. Hopefully, I can't use this on Slayer yet. I need 20 Slayer. I'm waiting for all 3 of these lamps. God damn it. I have helped the lumberers cook again. We got 1 quest points in invitation to the feast. I am hoping to get 1,000 Slayer XP out of this. Obviously, I'd really love to use all those XP lamps on Slayer, but I wouldn't be mad if it was on Herblore. So I'm trying my best to get them on Slayer. So we have just completed the Mountain Dwarf. That is 1 quest point, 1k cooking XP and 1k Slayer XP. And we got stuff in the chest downstairs. Now that has gotten us 16 cooking, and that actually puts us at 15 Slayer. 5 levels away before I can use the lamp. Okay, so now our account is heading a totally different direction than what I wanted to. As you can see, I have 1 XP lamp now instead of 3. Long story short, I was playing some Valorant, AFKing some woodcutting, and a dark wizard was in this bank and smited me. Now, there was a whole bunch of people in the bank at the time, so I don't know if they lured one or if for some reason I accidentally brought one in not paying attention. But I did lose 2 XP lamps because of it, so I'm going to be putting this 1 XP lamp into Herblore. I know that as a level 3 Slayer is something you want to do, and I still will, but I don't know, it's not on my list right now. I could care less. I'm not ever going to sit here and 99 it, and Herblore is going to be so much harder in the long run. So I understand some of you guys won't like this because Slayer is what all these go into, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here find out how to do 5 more Slayer levels now. But that kind of changes course of what I wanted to do, since I'm not really grinding for 20 Slayer anymore. I think we're just going to end the episode off of getting Winter Tot ready, which means I need the Clue Hunter outfits, which is all the warm gear I can get, and make my way to Winter Tot. Alright, so this should be the cloak. Here we go. Got some fashion tape going on. And now we're going to go get the piece by the fishing guild. And here we are pulling up to the spot for the next piece. That is the boots and the gloves. Nice. And time to go get the torso and legs. Alright, getting the next piece. Or is it right here? Or is it right here? Technical difficulties? Somewhere over here? Can't really tell by the picture. Alright, it's right here. Got the pants. I actually can't go down any lower. Got the pants, time to go get the garb. So after getting the leggings, I kind of realized I'm getting a little ahead of myself because I don't even have 50 fire making yet. And while I'm there, I plan on doing fletching. I have 1 fletching, so before I die. I'm actually going to go get 50 fire making and then probably like 20 or so fletching, and then we will hit Winter Tot. And that is 20 fletching. We now need 3 more fire making levels, and then we will make our way to Winter Tot. And that is 50 fire making. We are now Winter Tot ready. The last thing we need before we actually get there, I think, is going to be right here, and that is the garb. We are now fully geared up for Winter Tot. So we have finally arrived at Winter Tot, and I have decided I'm going to be staying here until 99 fire making. So next episode, episode 4, we will have our first 99 on the account. 99 fire making. Finally, we have done it. I'm going to finish off this game, and then we will open all the crates from 98 to 99. Alright, let's do a little slow opening. Who knows, maybe I could get something awesome. More burnt pages, don't really need those. I'll take all the seeds I can get. Maybe a dragon axe. Maybe a pet, you know. Alright. We got about 15 left after these. Oh, perfect. I love seeing all the seeds. More burnt pages. Okay, I was wrong. The last 8 crates. I'm actually reading them this time instead of just looking. Yeah, still no pet, no axe. I mean, what can I say? Gotcha. What is up, everybody? My name is Sai, and welcome to episode 4 of maxing a level 3 Ironman series. Now, if you've seen at the start of the video, we achieved 99 fire making, and then we proceeded to open up every crate from 98 to 99. Now, if you haven't noticed already, this episode is going to be the shortest of the series so far, and the reason for that is it's taking me a couple days to ponder on how I actually want to create this episode. If you truly ask me what I think about Winnetard content is, I think it can be very boring. The content goes somewhat like this. Damn, I got smacked the I don't even know what that was about. 17 burnt pages. Alright, I guess it is time to make my way back. No level here, but 300 kill count for Winnetard. I think 500 is 99 and we're almost halfway there. So 92 fire making. Oh. We finally got the tome. Or they can kind of be more aggressive, such as this one. I'm dry! Why? How many crates is this gonna take? So I've decided I'm just going to show you the bank tab of everything that Winnetard got me, and then I'm gonna clean it all up and what I considered neat. And then we will go get the cape, and stay tuned to the very end to find out about episode 5. Alright, new scenery. We are in Sears Village because this is near, I forget his name, but he gives us the fire making cape. I have 99k pulled out for that, so that's not in with the grand total because it will be spent here shortly. Now, for the moment of truth. This is just about everything Winnetard got us. There's a couple special items that are in different tabs because that's where they were before, but this is about it. I got all our logs right here. All going to be super helpful in the future. Here's any type of ore. We got 558 burnt pages. 1.6 million GP in total. I don't know if I can do anything with them, to be honest. I was asking some people, and people are like, oh, you should just keep them in case you change your mind of the skiller, which is not going to happen. So, and I can't sell them. I already Googled that, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They're just bank value right now. You know, here's some raw tuna, some salmon, some lobster, some trout. Almost a K pure essence. Here's anchovies. Now, limestone construction, probably where it's going to go. Don't know what I'm going to do with dynamite. Now, this is what is really important right here. Look at all these seeds. Only a couple Aventos. That sucks. 7 renards. You know, here's mahoganies, magics. Here's banana trees, watermelon seeds. But look, 41 Terramin. That's awesome. Toad flax. These are all kind of late though. Maple seeds. That's gonna be great. Here's all my herbs. Yes, some people get mad that I say herbs. It's herbs, but whatever. I don't know if I got oaks. I already had a whole bunch stacked up for construction in the future. We have 8 bird nests, which are really nice right now. 95 mithril ore. Probably some of that is from Winnetard. None of this is. None of this is from Winnetard. Besides maybe the saltpeter, which is actually really nice, not gonna lie. That will help me advance in Hosidia's favor. Now these are most of the way from Winnetard. You know, my rubies, emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds. I don't think I got jades from there. But they're just, this is my crafting tab. And I don't think any of the other things are from Winnetard, but I got 3 gloves, 3 torches, 2 hoods, 2 garbs, 1 tome, 2 robes, 2 boots. So I got 2 of everything besides the gloves and the tome. Now, will I go trade these back for pieces? Maybe they'll be done at the end of this episode. I only need to keep 1 set because as a skiller, I'm going to keep 1 full complete set. And we have 800k left over after I spend the 99,000 GP. So real quick, let's go get that fire cape. Can I buy a skill cape? Please, please, please. Okay, seems reasonable. Oh yes, let's see it. We got the cape and we got the hood. Look at that, guys. Let's step up a couple. Oh, isn't that nice? Get out of my shot. Isn't that just wonderful? Here, let's back up. Let's get the thumbnail like this. Bam. Look at that. So before you guys flame me, I guess I should do the emote, right? Voila! I create fire with nothing. But yeah, this is the end of episode 4. I told you guys it would be a short one, and that if you stuck along, you could know a little bit of information about episode 5. Episode 5, we are going to be starting the Hunter grind. We are currently level 9. The reason for doing Hunter is eventually you can get a glory if your level is high enough through imps. There's actually one flying around right here. You can't get him through an herb impling. But you know what I mean. I'm going to go to Piro, and I'm going to hope, and I'm going to try, and it's going to go super fast because Winter Taunt wasn't good enough to me. I'm going to get a glory. First imp that I can. You watch. I'm calling it now. But I needed 47 construction before that grind so I can put up a glory in my house. And I'm very happy that we got 47 construction through Wintertod. And I really hope it is 47. That's what I was told. I haven't really looked into it myself, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure with everything we got from Wintertod, if it's not 47, we could get the level. This is episode 5 of the series and part 1 of glory chasing. Let's get into it. Alright, we should now be able to make this clock making space. I really hope so. Here we go. Number 1. And then we can upgrade it. We have the upgrade to number 2. So I forgot the stuff to actually make. I guess I'll be right back. The audio in this clip was messed up, so just hitting with the voiceover. Decided to do all my steel bars, make those into clockworks, so this way we can get into bird box hunting whenever we actually start that. Our first bird caught on the account. Look at that. I started the hunter grind. I don't have 38 thieving, so I decided just to hold off on those bird boxes because I think you need to put seeds in them. And I'm just excited to get started hunter, so I did that. Brought a knife with me, so as I sit here and wait, I can just chop this tree down, fletch it, okay, or miss it. Fletch, and then I believe I can use these feathers for some fletching. Man, there we go, look at that. Double XP. I'm efficient, even though I don't catch any birds. This bird right here will get us our first hunting level of 10. Look at that. Big balling, flying in with the levels. Not really though, these are actually taking a long time. When the hell did they start looking like that? Wow. Yeah, I've never seen a cannon look like that. So after the new PC build, I'm actually kind of having resolution issues, I guess. Everything seems to be so small, but I think I finally fixed it. I'm in stretch mode, and now actually things look quite normal. So hopefully you guys are alright with this. And yeah, we're just still hunting. Alright, this bird right here will get us 15 hunter. So I can actually start catching the butterflies over here. So I'm going to go find another spot with coppertail. Can I catch this butterfly first time? There we go. That is 20 hunter. The levels are now coming in. The fact that I can do butterflies and birds all at once. And then eventually I think it's the prickly kebits or another one, and then I can set all 3 traps, and we should go pretty smooth from here. With this bird right here, we should be getting 23 hunter, which now we can't do prickly kebits, but we can do wild kebits, which are just located up north. So we're going to go to those guys. Never mind. Definitely wasn't up north. They were down south. But if I can stay in this area, I might be able to get a bird at the same time. I'm pretty sure all it takes is a log. There we go. Right, this kebit right here should get me 25 hunter. And we're probably going to stay here until 27 or 43. It just depends if I want to go do ferrets and then whatever. I forget the name of the quest that involves ferrets. So I can open up box hunting. But yeah, I haven't really decided yet. I'm just kind of going back and forth between these 2 traps. Coming in with 30 hunter.
Do you have a pet? What are those?
The kebits.
They look like rabbits with no ears.
Look, I just
What are they called?
A kebit.
Kevin.
Kebit.
Kevin?
I just killed them.
I gotta pee. What? That is not.
You did.
Can you view it from a side angle? Can you get up and close? Oh, oh my god. Look at him.
I'm gonna put this in the episode.
Oh.
You making fun of Kevitz. Episode 5. We have just achieved 40 hunter. At 43, we can make our way to the spotted Kebits for some aerial hunting. So we're going to stay here until then, and then we'll go do that. Alright, that is 43 hunter. It is now time to move away from these traps and go do some falconry. Falconry. Something. And with this, that is 50 hunter. And you know what that means. We're already halfway to 99. We're almost there. Let's just keep it going. Alright. Oh, we got the top. I'm pretty sure I had the top before and I lost it. So I think I just got my top back. But that's something. Oh, I lost my bird. So real quick, using up all my orange feathers since you can't use them for fishing, and I got myself 55 fletching. I missed getting the level, but I'm showing that I got 55 hunter. And with this, that is 57 hunter. We can finally catch the dark kebits. Maybe we'll get one first try. No, we won't. I don't know if it's gonna go much faster. I hope so though. Alright, actually let's see the XP. Only about 30 more. Only about 30 more. Boom! That is 59 hunter. We can finally go do some red lizards, and that's where we're going to go now. I am done doing aerial hunting. This should be a slayer level right here. We now have 16 slayer, and this is 60 hunter coming in. We're going to be here for a while, but we can now set up 4 traps, but I only have enough for 3, so just gonna keep going how we're going. 61 hunter. Don't think we unlocked anything new, but as levels start hitting the 60s, obviously I only have 3 skills that are 60. You're gonna start seeing like 61 hunter, 62 hunter, 63 hunter, because there's a lot more time in between each skill. So yeah, just kind of letting you guys know. Boom, 62 hunter. So I decided to take a break from hunting. I just AFK'd some wood cutting. We're almost at 70. I know, I'm done AFKing. And I cleaned up the bank. I said I was going to do it at the end of last episode and show it to you guys, but I never did. So, you know, here's some GP, marks of grace, kind of just stuff, clues, burnt pages, don't know what to do with them. Here's the wood cutting tab. You know, here's all my logs, planks, kind of construction. Got some bird nests I haven't dug into. Bird houses, which I need to go do. Here's a mining tab. You know, here's some bars, all my ore. Fishing tab, all my fishing tools, some bait, and then all the fish I got from Winnetod. And here's my farming and herbal tab. These are all my herbs. I got all my seeds right here. Some potion making stuff. Pineapples if I want to do compost eventually. This is my crafting. I got my glass blowing pipe. I got my chisel, all my diamonds, gold bar. Rune crafting. We'll swap those around. This is really just a extra, you know, dynamite, limestone, you know, my Excalibur. Here's kind of my costumes, tomes in here, the zombie outfit, and then here's all the food remaining from what I thought I haven't done anything with. But, you know, it is time to go do some birdhouse runs. I don't know exactly how many, but I can do. I have 5 made. And we're going to go get those done for the first time, and then we will probably get right back to Hunter. We are closing in. Never mind, we're not even closing in on 63. I'm just going to take that out. Just from starting the Halloween event, I decided I was going to. I unlocked all the past stuff. So this is actually a really cool. A lot of Fashionscape we just earned. And we are actually going to continue on with the Halloween event, and then we will go do some birdhouses. Alright, we are back to doing birdhouses. And we put up the first one. We'll put some. Do I just put some barley seed in? There we go. Alright, 4 more to go. 3 more to go. Alright, here's birdhouse number 2. We're going to put some seeds in it. There we go. Alright, birdhouse number 3. Fill it with some seeds. So maybe I'll just buy barley seeds from now on. I don't know if seeds do anything different. Oh, here's a fourth one. And we're going to get all 4 of them done right here. And I think it says... I don't know how long these go. I guess you'll just see me when I check them. God, it is taking forever for me to get this last one. There we go. Finally got it. This guy right here will give us 63 hunter. Now, it is the next day, and I still haven't done my birdhouse run. So let's go check on those real quick. I hope I don't lose any rewards for checking on them late. But let's go do that, and then we will get right back to it. Alright, checking on the first birdhouse. Let's see what happens. Dismantle my trap. 280. I got a bird nest. And I think I can... Don't have the crafting level for that. It's not how I thought it would work, but we'll go check the birdhouses, and then off camera I will go plant them. Alright, 69%, the magic number. Let's see what we can get from this maze. 16 mithril ore, 73 death runes. Not too bad. And I guess, where am I? Oh yeah. I can also say I can do oak birdhouses. I didn't even try willow. Maybe I'll try willow next time, but so we're gonna do oak birdhouses this time. And that is going to be 64 hunter. We're going to continue on. Our birdhouses should be done very soon, and then we will go back to those. And that is 65 hunter. Now we can catch magpie implings, which we will do in the future. But my birdhouses are ready, so that is what we are going to go back to doing. And then we will be here until 67. And we are back to red salamanders. This is 66 hunting. So 67 hunter is coming up. I've decided that I'm only going to show birdhouse content when I get a level off of it, which will probably be like in the future if I'm doing it just in the background. But yeah, 67 hunter, which means that we can now go do black salamanders. And we are about to get our first levels at the black salamanders. There's 68 hunting. Going to try and get 70 before I close out this episode. So 2 more levels. 69 hunter, 1 more level to go. So I thought I was recording, and I guess I wasn't, but we just missed 70 hunter. Can't believe I did that. But there's one more thing I want to do before we close out this episode. So by doing this, we got ourselves 10 farming, and that's kind of a sneak peek of what we're doing. Using all the saltpeter I had from Wintertod, we're going to get ourselves 100% favor, and then we're going to call this an episode. We're going to use the first amount that Wintertod got us in saltpeter. We already have 15%, so let's see what our 300 will get us to. Yes, I wish to donate my fertilizer. Almost 50%. So I'm assuming we're going to need like 500 more. So we'll get that going. Alright, we are back here. Let's see if we have enough to get... Oh yes, I'm pretty sure we just got 100%. 100% favor is completed. Let's go lock it in real fast. Alright, so speaking to Hosa here, should lock in our favor so we can actually in the future we can do other diaries without losing our 100% favor. Now we're going to go hit the woodcutting guild, which is the whole reason I wanted to do this, so I can AFK there and I can upgrade my axe to the Roan axe. We can actually bare hand catch this impling, and we just did it. We just got 30 air runes. I just did that on my way to the woodcutting guild. That was actually pretty cool. Part 2 of Glory Chasing. In this clip, we achieved 15 million XP and 71 hunter, but I am voicing over it so I don't lose my spot in game or show it to you. So that could be spoilers of where I am at, but you know, if you don't know, you don't know. But anyways, welcome to episode 6, and I hope you guys enjoy. Bam, 72 hunter. I did some googling. It's best to be here until 80, and then red Chinchampas until 99. So and I think you can only get the hunter pet from Chinchampa, so that's probably our best bet anyways. And this one should be 7. Oh, okay, I guess I was wrong. I jumped the gun a little bit. 73 hunter. Wabam! We can now do black Chinchampas. Yep, so it's about 2 levels a day. It's almost my dinner time, and normally I just watch some TV after dinner before bed. And we are about to get 74 hunter, or should be with this trap right here. 74 hunter. we can now do ninja implings and place magic birdhouse traps. Nice, that's awesome. And here is 75 Hunter. Happened to catch the level late. This is going to happen a lot throughout the series. But yeah, 75 Hunter. The big 76 Hunter. Oh, I think that this is enough to finish off the level right there. This one right here. Let's see if I'm right. Bam! That is 77 Hunter. We haven't unlocked anything new. And what? We still have like 6 levels? So unfortunately work has been picking up for me. So I have really been slacking. Haven't had as much time as I wanted to play RuneScape. All I need is one more black salamander, guys, for this next level. So please give me one. But yeah, it's been 6 days since episode 5, and there's another one gone. And I have a couple people asking me when the next one is. So I want to make it clear that a episode will be posted when I have good 10 minutes of quality content that I consider quality. The fact that I can't catch one of these is really pissing me off. We are 1 off of 78. Oh, there's another one. But yeah, I play as much as I can, but I try to treat RuneScape as like not a job, and there's a double. Not a job, you know, I just enjoy playing the game, so I play it when I want to. This is 78 Hunter. Oh, we also have a total level of 600. But I kind of wanted to get that off my chest. We are still obviously grinding. I still play this game every day, but I have other things. RuneScape is not a top priority, even though I play it every day. I do, but I don't have as much as I want. So far, I've been able to do like 1.5 to 2 levels a day. With 79 Hunter, didn't unlock anything new, but we are really close to hitting 80. We are closing in on 80 Hunter. This next one right here should get it for us. Alright, this one right here should get us 80 Hunter if I'm correct, and it will. We can now set up the 5 traps. I even know I have 5 traps. Okay. Well, anyways, that is 80 Hunter and almost 2 million Hunter XP. Now it is 200k a level. Already calculated it. 83 Hunter is 2,600,000 XP. So we have about 600k left. And yeah. This one right here should get us, or not. I thought we were closer than that. This one right here will get us 81 Hunter. Didn't unlock anything new, but we are about 400k away from 83. So we're just going to keep pushing at it. We will put this in Slayer because that's what all skillers do. And that will get us 18 Slayer. We're not quite ready to go do fossils at Fossil Island or anything for Slayer. I'm pretty sure that's at 20, but we're getting pretty close. Kind of blew some plans a couple episodes ago, losing some to death, but it is what it is. We will try and bounce back and rebuild Slayer. I don't know what this dude's about, but he came in here and started taking my shit. Get out of here, McDouble. All he says is, we. Like, bro, leave. Don't be crashing somebody's world. Look at this. It's on. Look at that. You see that? You a. So I had a computer drivers update, which I decided to update, and then my game crashed, and then I couldn't find the world that had all my traps going, so I had to go and buy some more. And then I figured I would see if I could sell these. 80 coins? That's not even worth it. Like 80 coins, I would just keep this as bank loot. 80 coins, huh? I don't know if there's a shop that will pay more, but figured I would just check that, because as far as I don't know anything I can actually do with these. I mean, there's 1.5 mil right there if I had the GE, but I do not. So I guess they will just continue sitting in the bank. I bought 10 of each, 10 ropes and fishing nets. So hopefully we won't be having to do this again, because I'm literally 10k from my next level. So I rage quitted when that happened. Not even gonna lie. Quick 10k experience. We hit 82. Only one more level for Dragon Implings, and it is going to be 251k. But I am excited to finish this grind because Hunter will be done probably for quite a while, honestly. I'll continue on my bird boxes that I have not been doing. And I'll probably be quite a bit of the Hunter experience after this grind. But yeah, I'm excited to go try Puro Puro. This will actually be my first time doing it for Dragon Implings. I've been there a couple times, but never with the Hunter this high. This by far is my highest Hunter. And we have finally done it. That is 83 Hunter. We can now go get ourselves some Dragon Implings. I am done with this place. It has been a drag, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I just found it. I think so. Look at that. Yes. Making our way to Puro Puro. Alright, this is the... Oh, well, here's an Earth one. Fire Talisman. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I think that is needed for tiaras in the future. But here's a magpie. Let's see what we can get. 4 diamonds, and they're noted. So that was definitely a steal. No. Come here. Alright, there's another magpie. Pineapple seed. We will just keep it. Pineapple seed is good for ultra compost. Here's another magpie. Now we have 12. Now we have 12 black dragon hide, so that was pretty cool. There was another magpie. I don't know if I want to chase it. I've kind of just been sitting in this corner right here, so I can quickly go bam and bam. If I see magpies, which is what I've been doing, and I'm kind of world hopping. This is my first time like actually trying Puro Puro. I've never really done this because to me it's not efficient, and I used to always be able to buy glories. So now I'm on that glory grind. Alright, that is 2 back-to-back magpie. We have a ruined warhammer now and mystic gloves from them. That is very cool. I'm not going to record every one I catch, but if I get cool loot like that, I will record. Alright, we just did another magpie and have a sinister key. Never used one of those before. Don't really know if it's a super great drop, but we'll probably hold on to that. Chase is... Get his ass. Ruin. Oh my god, RuneScape. Some of the you do. Fuck. Hey, man. I am just struggling catching this guy. Get his on, come on. Oh, yes, first ninja. Dagonoth hide. Don't really know if that was worth all that. We have just caught our second ninja impling. Mystic boots. Our second pair of those. That's pretty nice. I'm almost going to have to go bank or drop some things. Just got ourselves a magpie with 3 amulets of power. So that is pretty nice. Not really useful to us as skillers, but could probably sell them. This is the 4th ninja impling on the account, I believe. Let's see. Ruined scimitar. That would be great if I was not a skiller. But still, going to sell that, I'll get some couple thousand GP. I literally just spawned worlds. Dragon impling. First one. Look at that. Not what I needed, but okay. Probably be able to sell them. I mean, oh, yeah, probably gonna be able to sell those things. Here's another one. Can we get them? Oh, nice. Oh, not what I wanted. There we go. Still got enough. We'll open the young impling jar. Yeah, you can get out of here. Dragon longsword. That's pretty good. Don't really want to drop anything yet. I'm almost positive I'm not. I don't think I can catch these guys, but fuck it, let's try it. I don't think I can. I don't think I have the hunter level. Oh, I'm not gonna waste all my run energy like that. Implings. Oh yeah, yeah, they're 89. I ain't there yet. There's a lucky impling. First one I've ever seen though. Weapon poison plus. That's not too bad. I could possibly use that to go finish off the RD cloak. I do have one battle really left for that cloak. I mean, I haven't really gone for it since because I have such low XP to use, and I didn't realize that pushing through some magical wheat sometimes granted you 2, so that kind of sucked. But we're probably going to catch one more inventory, and then I have another idea before I end the video. 4 rings of life from a magpie. I'm going to doubt they've been charged. I don't know how to charge them, but those would be great teleports on the account if I could somehow get those charged. If you guys know, leave that in the comments. Alright, we are back in Varrock. Let's just look at a little bit of the loot we got. We got 4 rings of life. We'll do all of them. At one inventory there, we have just under 700,000 if sold at GE prices. I'm actually going to make a new bank tab and keep all my Pure stuff in it, and then we'll see the long haul loot and then sell them all. But I'm gonna stay at Pure until I get a glory. So I think we have reached a great spot to end episode 6. Here's a little peek of our stats. We did get 83 Hunter this episode and our first couple of Dragon Implings, which is what we need for that glory. And I'm hoping that the next time you see me, we will have that glory in hand, so we can finally move on to the next part of our journey and hang that thing up in our house. The ultimate goal for this episode is still the glory, but if we don't get it within the drop rate, I'll be changing it up a bit. I'm pretty sure I said that last episode. So if we don't get it, maybe we will go get the Artie Cloak, which we should already have. So stay tuned and let's get into it. Alright, so I think this is the 3rd Dragon Impling on the account. 15 Summer Pies. That's probably gotta be the worst drop they have. Ah, man. Okay. And here is another Dragon Imp. I actually don't know how many this is now. Dragon Arrows. Something we didn't need, but actually, let's see the examine on them. Okay, we can probably get some profit off those. I'll say that. We can probably go to, definitely not going to get almost 500k off of them, but we should be able to get some money from general stores. Alright, we have another dragon. I accidentally caught this young impling. Oh, there's a pure essence. I don't need you. Alright. Dragon arrow tips. I mean, so much money. It is so much money. I don't think I'll be able to make that much money. I don't know how many that is now. I don't know the exact way to check. I've caught 5 dragon implings, 7 ninjas, 33 magpies. We have just caught our 6th dragon imp. 6 snapdragon seeds. You know, I'm not super mad about that drop, because that'll be future, probably really helpful in the future when it comes to farming. So to me, that is probably better than arrow tips and other sorts of drops, but I want my glory. Dragon impling. More snapdragons. Not what I needed. I mean, it's seed drop, but it's not horrible. Like, I'm gonna show you guys what I have so far. That's what I've made off this run so far. 1.3 million GP. And we got ourselves a ninja impling. Let's see what we get. Another ruined scimitar. That is money to be made. I was just told that you can actually do it to where you don't get XP through magical wheat. Don't know exactly how to do that yet, but that is great information. So thank you to the guy who commented that on episode 6. We have a dragon imp. Can it please be glory? Please, please. I mean, you know, I can't be mad about that. I've actually thought about making this account be able to do prayer, just to do it, but you know, we'll keep those. We'll probably be able to sell them. There was a guy down here, he was watching me. Thankfully he didn't take it from me, so shout out to that guy. I should have recorded me doing it, but I don't know why I didn't. We got a tooth half and a loop half, so now we have a crystal key. I'm not sure if we can do anything with it, but I know what it does, so I don't know, maybe we'll find out. I had to send Iron Piano a message, because I knew that would get me a Dragon Imp. Not what I want. So I haven't been recording any of the drops. Got a couple of split barks. We got ourselves the crystal key, the dagger, rune claws. No, nothing super important. Okay. But yeah, that was the first Dragon Imp of the day, and that's how it had to start off. I'm so lucky this guy was AFK. There was a Dragon Impling right in front of his face, and I kind of snagged it from him. But glories! I think that was ruined bars, or that was... yeah, I mean... Sorry, bud. And I still don't know how to turn off strength, so I gained another 2 XP, but we got a Dragon Impling, and I get Dragon Dark Tips. This is, oh, that's big money right there. But that right there, I believe, is my 11th? 12th. We are 7 away from the drop rate. It is a 1 in 19 drop rate, so I think we're going to catch 7 more. Hopefully we'll get it within the drop rate. Maybe we'll do 20, and then I might just have to put this glory grind on hold because this is just, I don't know, not happening fast enough for me. There we have it. There is another Dragon Impling. I was hopping at the same time as a guy, but I got it first try. A Magic Seed, you know, that's not too bad. It's really not what I'm looking for, though, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And, yeah, I think I'm going to drop these, to be honest. Oh, yeah. What? Drop. I need some inventory. I don't need those. Well, I went and I saw another Dragon Impling, but since I can't use any magic, somebody can just swoop and cast a spell and bind them, and I can no longer catch it. And I can't do that. And he showed no remorse. He took it and he hopped. He's kind of like me. Maybe that is payback from that one I just took right by that dude. First Dragon Imp of the new day. Dragonstone Amulets. I think these can be charged in the glories, but I can't do anything with those. That's pretty damn close to a glory. Kind of got my hopes up, not gonna lie. I will have to look into it real fast, but I'm pretty sure these are charged into glories. Otherwise, I think we're still glory chasing. Alright, second Dragon Impling of the day. More Dragon Arrows. I forgot I actually have almost 450 right here. That is almost 1 million GP in my archery slot. Alright, well, it is what it is. We're just going to keep hunting. I have decided that I am going to go to the drop rate. If I don't get it by 19, I will probably take a break from this. We are currently at 15, so we'll get 4 more dragons. Maybe 5, maybe we'll do 20, go 1 above the drop rate. Otherwise, I'm just going to, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Otherwise, I'm just going to start working on other things, because right now, a glory doesn't help me out so much, as I have to find a way to teleport to my house anyways to begin with. So it's, you know, it's something that can wait. So the 4th dragon, we got 7 snapdragon seeds. That's great. It's 62 herb lore. It's not any time in my future, because I mean the 62 farming, because actually we have a higher farming level than I thought we did. But oh my god. So I had to leave Pure Puro and bank. I ran out of space, and we have just over 4 mil from there alone. This is the tab of just Pure Puro. Probably gonna go around and sell most of this, but I have 2 more Dragon Implings to catch, so I'm going to try and catch those 2 first before I do any of that, and then we'll sell. I'm hoping that we can at least make 1 million. Can we go 2? I don't know. Can we split it in half? I don't know. But let's go catch ourselves 2 more Dragon Implings. But now I have to go find where the crop circle is. Alright, today is a new day. New inventory, new Dragon Imp with the... not the glory. Got the darts. Pretty sure I can sell those. Not really what I was looking for, but I'm pretty sure we only have 1 more until the drop rate, which I don't know how true it is. I don't know if 1 in 19 is true, but like I said, we're only gonna go till the drop rate, so we'll catch 1 more dragon, and if we don't get it, we will probably take a break. I'll probably come here off and on, but I actually have a few skills I really want to start working on. I really want to start doing mining, to be honest. And I really want to start working on agility to get graceful. So, got a couple things we can do. Well, I opened the Dragon Impling and I got the Mystic Rose Bottom. I had to actually fight for this one. Someone binded it and was like stealing it from me, and then I just kept clicking him and I was actually able to get him. But yeah, that is 19. That is the drop rate. And I think I'm just gonna leave Piro for now, to be honest, and probably just go start another grind. I'm kind of burnt out from this place, especially. I don't even know. I wonder if Google's drop rate is wrong. I mean, I got the Dragonstone amulet, but I can't do anything with that on this account. So I don't know. Watch, the next dragon imp could be the one, but I'm just not gonna find out. 320 each. That's not bad. 100, 200, 200, 140. That's not bad. If that's for one, someone. Yeah, I mean, I might just sell these here. That's not bad at all. I mean, let me do some math real quick. Maybe I'll Google if there's a better store to sell to. So you guys can see what I'm doing. We got 41 Terramin seeds, 16 farming, so we can actually do these. We're going to seriously try our best with these. This is a little embarrassing, but this is the first time farming without just paying someone to protect things. You can't protect herbs. And the first time actually making compost instead of buying it. Yes, it is. Should I have bought a watering pot? I really don't know, but we're going to try our best because seeds are hard to come by. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the herb patch. Well, whatever. We might as well just rake this all, right? Get some compost. So I decided to do the first one. It's just so much easier. Don't really have to really try, to be honest. But this right here should be 19 farming. There we go. That's 19 farming. Now we can grow Terramin like we wanted. Here we are at the herb patch. Also caught an eclectic impling and got some red spiky van braces. So that was pretty cool. But here we are. We are about to plant our first Terramin. And what? Can we just use some compost on it? Yeah, for a little bit of XP. And then we wait. Well, if I'm being completely honest, I've used to just buy saplings. So this is the greatness about Ironman mode. I've never grown my own. I hit up a buddy and was like, do you know how to grow one? And he had no idea either. And just acorns, the pot, and some watering. And then these things grew within just a couple minutes. So I'm actually going to go rack up potatoes. And I'll show you guys how. She unfortunately doesn't sell any. I just buy them out. Because trees is something I will protect. And yeah, this is going to be great. We have 15 bird nests. Let's see what we can get. Oh, maple seed. Okay. Willow seed. Great. Pineapple seed. Apple tree seed. Orange tree seed. Palm tree seed. Okay, another apple tree. Banana tree. That's pretty good. Another apple tree. Another apple tree. Banana tree seed. Another orange tree seed. One acorn. Nice. Oaks. 2 acorns. Nice. And another orange tree seed. And then we get a gold ring. Nice. I'm just going through supplies of what I have from Wintertod and just using them. Looking at what I got. I have 44 bird nests in total now. It literally took 3 pit pockets. I got an iron dagger. And I have weapon poison. My plus. And then 2 back-to-back rusty swords. I planned on being here for a while, but I guess I really don't have to, so maybe I'll just stay for an inventory. Maybe I'll get until 40 here or something, get clues. Okay, never mind, I've already been booted out, we don't gotta go back. God damn. Alright, we are back at the Lumber's Bank. It is time to put the weapon poison on. And let's actually compare the two. We're able to. Here's the P plus and here's the P. Okay, so there's actually no difference besides the poison, which, whatever, that's all we need. I want to make sure we wield this. And now we're going to work on getting the Arty Cloak. So we're going to go to the fishing trawler. We need to play a game. We need to get these checked out. So wish me luck. And that is a step completed. Now we just have to really wait for the game to end. You know, I hope that the accounts RNG isn't destroyed after getting these rusty swords. 2 out of 3. And we got an iron longsword and a bronze sword. Nothing really good, but hey, they both work. That's all that matters. So there's another step completed. So now we're gonna go do, I think, the lever. We'll go steal some silk. I might have silk in my bank actually. Another task completed. We should be able to come over here and get another one completed. And there is the other task completed. I guess I must have already done that one though. So whoops. So now we'll go over here and pull the lever. Pulling this lever will be another task completed. And then we just pull it back and go back. What's funny is I'm not getting anything, but this was not that. Now I only have 2. So now we need silk and then the training camp. So we need to do biohazard. Traded the silk to the silk merchant. That is another task completed. Time to do biohazard. I have my poison plus knife, a bunch of food to survive and hopefully not die. And yeah, we're gonna go give it our best shot. See if it's something we can do. I am worried because 19, 15, 27 XP. So I really hope we can do this and get this cape. Yes, I did it. I was a little scared because it did give me the message as an Iron Woman I can't receive credit for this kill, but we did end up getting the key thanks to Sigh Relief. And I have said nothing about him yet, and this is the first time he has made himself visible. This is actually just me. That is a hardcore Ironman I'm working on, and in the midst of making episode 1. So if you guys are, hope you guys will want to see that. That is Biohazard completed. 3 quest points, 1,250 thieving XP. Total quest points of 41. It's probably not a thieving level on this account. Okay, never mind, it is. That is 38 thieving. Oh, Master Farmers. But with this, we can go step into the training camp and we can get the Ardoin cloak, which means we have an unlimited teleport here to Ardy, which is great. Should have gotten this a long time ago. I was really worried about the XP, but now we have 15 attack XP, 15 strength XP, 11 defense. I couldn't poison that guy at all, so thankfully my hardcore Ironman was there and I found out a way to kill him with his aid. And yeah, so let's go get this cape. Well, would you look at that? That is the last step completed. Now it is time to leave here and go get our capes. I'm probably gonna get like 15 of them, to be honest, just in case I ever die. I'm just gonna have an. All right, come here, 2 pints. I'm here for my cape that I have earned. Ooh, and an XP lamp. It kind of sucks. Yes, I want another cloak and another.
3:28 a.m.
I'm not gonna keep this in my inventory, to be honest. I'm really not. I'm probably just gonna put this in construction. I'm gonna do it. Whatever. And we didn't get a level. Probably gonna regret that later because that would have been 2,500 XP of Slayer. But I am a while until 30 Slayer. So it is what it is. I can't be too mad about it. We have done something different, and I'll make this a 2-parter if you guys enjoy it. Over the past 2 weeks, I have asked people in-game and on my friends list to pick a number 1 through 15. And that number correlates to what skill I have to focus on for 5 hours. Now, if I was a regular skiller, I could lock myself to 1 skill at a time. But since I am an Ironman skiller, I need to be a little bit more efficient than that. So I'm not locked to doing 1 skill. I just need that 1 skill I've been chosen to do to be the main focus. For example, if I get construction, I can take time out of that 5 hours to make or grab planks since I'm gathering for the focused skill. Or if I get cooking and I run out of things to cook, I am allowed to fish and cook at the same time because it still involves cooking. This is just a fun way to get people involved with the series, and since I have been doing longer grinds towards 1 skill, this was a lot of fun to do. Now each skill is different, and when we get to that skill picked, I'll state my reasons for doing things. So the first thing we need to do is to get a skill. Iron Piano has chosen number 3. So I am going to be locked to agility for 5 hours, and the only thing I can train is agility. So we have 17 agility, we can do Draenor, and that is where we're going to start. So as you see, we have a timer in the top left corner. 300 minutes is 5 hours. I even double checked it. But here we are starting the agility grind at Draenor. Now throughout some of these clips, I do say I am locked. I am editing this, and this is editor me. That's because the original plan was being locked. Some skills allow me to be locked. I can train straight agility for 5 hours. Right now, I cannot train straight Herblore for 5 hours. You know. So yeah, that's all I really had to say. I'm gonna let you watch the video. I'm telling Iron Piano how I need to get graceful already. Little does he know, he is the reason I am doing agility. He picked number 3. That is agility. But that right there gives us 20 agility. Now we are going to walk to Al Kharid. There you have it. That is 30 agility. We can now leave Al Kharid and go to Varrock. We are leaving with 19 marks of grace. Now we will be stuck from 30 to 50 on Varrock, so this is going to be a long grind. And this is 35 agility. We now have 28 marks of grace, and I will check back in with you guys at 40. So after this lap, we will have 40 agility, almost 100 Varrock laps done, and 45 marks of grace. We have just over an hour left. I don't believe we're going to get 45. Alright, we have just under 10 seconds, and the 5 hours agility is over. We have reached 42 agility, 136 Varrock rooftop laps, 55 marks of grace. Now 5 hours of agility is done. That is one skill out of the 15 put away. We gained a total of 43,337 XP within the 5 hours. Now I can't say if that's good or bad. That is just how much we gained, because we started from Draenor, went to Al Kharid, went to Varrock. But, you know, that is XP, and at the end of this video, I'll be putting the total XP of every skill we gained. So now it is time for us to find a new skill that we are going to be chosen to do. Alright, Raven Take, what number are you going to give us? What skill is it going to be?
A few moments later.
13. That is fire making. And as you guys know, I already have 99 fire making, but I'm still adding this to the list. And there's no reason for me not to do Wintertodt. So we're going to go back, and we could possibly walk away with a pet or dragon axe. So I'm looking forward to doing this, actually. Of however many, I think 5 wines got me. Bam, more burnt pages, some new logs, emeralds, seeds, magic seeds. So that means a roll of something. Nothing too fancy, but there you go. That was the first 5 games. Alright, here is the next batch of games. Let's see if we get anything worth noting. I'm probably going to record all the crates anyways, because I can just do them in a huge stack like this. Because we already have everything besides the dragon axe and the pet. And again, we don't really get anything. Okay, well, something happened to my timer. I don't know. I kind of messed it up. So this is a give or take time. We're just going to stick with it. It's about a little over 2 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes to be exact. But I'm actually enjoying Wintertodt, so it's okay. But let's open up our next crates. Maybe we will see a pet. I don't need any more burnt pages. And no pet, but 21k I guess is most of what I'll take out from that. And that wasn't horrible. Alright, finishing up this game. Got almost 900 points. That will be game, I think, 576. Total of 800,000 XP so far. Let's open up these crates. Hopefully we can get something good. Kind of like maybe a pet. That's all I'm really here for. But we're not going to get it. So as you see, we are just above an hour. You know, we have an hour and 13 minutes. Just finished up this inventory. Took a lot more wines than normal, but can we get a pet? That's all we're here for. Let's get a pet. There you go. There's another game finished. Can we get something spectacular? Maybe even the Dragon Axe. You know, I'll take seeds though, to be honest. I'll take all the seeds and all the herbs. Timer is now at 0 in the middle of my Winter Todd game. I'm just going to end up finishing this game because this could be my possibility for a pet. And then we'll go over the XP and we will start a new 5-hour grind for a certain skill. Who should I message this time? Alright, there we have it. We just got our crate, the last crates of Winter Todd that we will do as of now. Can we get something important? These are the last remaining crates for a while. I think a magic seed is a roll for something, but yeah, we didn't get anything. We didn't even get GP out of those crates. That was horrible. With Winter Todd's luck on our side, maybe we'll have somebody give us a good number. This time we're going to ask Gravitoad. Pick a number 1 through 15. Maybe Gravitoad ain't it. Okay, Gravitoad is just probably busy. Maybe we'll do Demardicus. He hasn't gotten us a number yet. Okay, nobody is wanting the text back. So I think that this means we're either going to find a random player, or this is where the spin will be involved. Demardicus, Gravitoad, I gave you an option to pick me a skill, and you guys are just busy, which is completely fine. So we're going to go find someone who can help us. As Demardicus actually texts back eventually saying 7, please. I will maybe think about that one. Never mind, Demardicus. This person actually texted back. So what we are going to... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Number 15, I'm going to put the list on screen right now. And 15 is farming. We are going to be locked to farming for 5 hours. This is probably going to be a long 5 hours, but this is going to be great for Herbaloid whenever it gets chosen. So let's go hit some patches up. This is Editor Sai back again right now. You guys are watching a montage of my farming clips. This skill is different from every other skill we have trained so far. 5 hours of playing time. I can sit there for 5 hours and do every other skill. Farming is a skill that continues when I am logged off, so I had to take a different approach to the skill. What I decided to do was at my level I could grow 1 Terramin seed. 1 Terramin seed is 80 minutes, which means 4 runs in 320 minutes, which is just over my 5-hour mark. And that is how I made it work. I decided I'd give myself those 4 runs. But in between those runs, I also gave myself oak trees, which take 3 hours to grow. But since they continue growing when I'm logged off, while I was collecting herbs, I could also do my tree runs. With that being said, the XP is going to be off of this section. I'm really not worried about it. It's not even going to be a lot of XP anyways. But I needed to be and stay efficient as the Ironman, and I needed to do best with what I have and all the seeds I have. So of course I planted and replanted while I was focusing on farming. While during the downtimes of in between runs, I collected apples to protect my trees, bought potions to cure my herbs. But this is the premises of what I've done, and you'll see it in this montage. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. The XP isn't going to be right for the farming, but this is what made the most sense to me in the 5 hours I had. So within that 5 hours of farming we did, like I said, our XP is off. Maybe you could get 6,000 XP within the 5 hours, but probably not at the level that I am. Very slow start. But within our 5 hours, we had 6,043 XP gained of farming. And we're going to leave it at that. I honestly don't have a clip of what level I started at, but we ended off with 28 farming. And it is now time for us to go move on into our next skill. I was AFKing a little bit in the woodcutting guild, and then I was ready for my next skill. So I asked I Love Pies here to pick me a number 1 through 15. I Love Pies have chosen number 7. Number 7 correlates to fletching, which is, hey, must be luck. We're already in the woodcutting guild. I have a feeling we do not have enough to fletch for 5 hours, so we will probably be chopping trees and fletching at the same time. Let's find out. Alright, let's just use this bank. And I have a plug-in to where if I toggle this, we have first fetching 20k XP banked. I don't know if that's usable XP or not, but we have 58 fletching, so I'm probably gonna have to burn through all my oaks. I have a good amount of yews stored up, but got all this. We'll do all the willows first though. I don't know how this thing works because fletching, I now have 42,000. Like maybe it doesn't count just doing this because we already have the 20,000 XP that it showed. That's all we had at the very beginning of this grind. If you know the Rune Light plug that I need, drop that in the comments because I was looking for it and I googled about it and I couldn't find anything about it. But there you go, that is 59 fletching. We're going to continue these and eventually probably pick flax later. Whoops, a little late, but that is 60 fletching. Almost 50k XP gain so far. We're running out of willow logs here shortly. Probably gonna go through as many maples and teaks as I can. I don't even know if I can really do them. Otherwise we'll start going for flax because I want to save yews for yew longbow. Oh, these are all made for fire making XP. Okay, that is all the willow logs I have. We ended up almost making 1,500 longbows. So now we're just gonna do the maples. I'm pretty sure I can make maple longbows, and I can. So we'll do all the maples now. We're about 50 minutes in, almost an hour. 61 fletch. Finishing up all the maples we have, and that is it. We're able to make just under 500 maple longbows and just under 1,500 willow longbows. Longbows. Now that is all I can make. Mahogany and teaks cannot be made into longbows, but I wonder, can they be made into... No, they can't. I mean, it might be worth doing all these. I don't think... No, I should do mahogany for construction one day. Maybe teak should be construction as well. So now I think it is time to go get some flax and spin that. That is the first inventory of flax down. I actually had to YouTube this because I've never done this. And and I have a feeling we'll probably do this for about an hour. At least enough to... I'd like to do this until we at least have enough to use bowstrings for every single bow. So we could be here for an hour, we could be here for longer. So as I was picking flax, I realized, I'm not getting any fletching XP during this. So what I think would actually be better is if I cut willow logs, fletched them, banked them, and repeated. So we're just gonna go... Oh, I guess I needed to grab an axe back here, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do wood cutting and fletching, just so I can keep grinding some fletching. I know it is 61 already, but for 5 hours I am focusing mainly on fletching. So that is what we're going to be doing. I feel like it's much better, and plus I will have constant XP coming from fletching. So new plan, flax later. We have just achieved 62 fletching, and as I have been here in the woodcutting guild, I met somebody named High Eye Skill. He has a really nice skiller account. That's his main right here. And I told him, well, you have a skiller, you should check out my videos, Sai, at YouTube. And he recognized the name. I said, oh, this is awesome. This is perfect. I'm gonna have him pick my next skill. I'm not gonna go and wait for a friends list or go find somebody. Someone who, I kind of put it on him, but he recognized the name, he's seen the videos. I chose for him to be the person who chooses my next skill. As he stated, he wanted 7, which we were currently doing right now, so he couldn't get fletching. So he decided that he would pick... He has chosen number 2. Number 2 correlates to construction. As we have just over 2 hours left of fletching, we already have decided construction as the next skill that we will be working on. It's 63 fletching. I totally wasn't paying attention as I was AFKing. We have 23 minutes left with fletching, almost 150k XP earned. I mean, it could be better, I bet, if I wasn't doing willows the whole time and if I didn't have to cut as I was doing them. I just didn't have 5 hours of willows banked. But yeah, I mean, we are training fletching and wood cutting for this one, so that is nice. We have 76 wood cutting, and I doubt we will get another level. So 63, I bet, is where we will end up. We are closing in on 15 seconds. I'm going to try and get all these fletched. But yeah, we did not quite hit 150,000 XP, but we did end up getting, and I'll stop us, 148,885 XP. Think what? We only got 2 levels mainly. It was more than 2 levels of fletching. I had to think about that for a second. But we ended off with 63 fletching. I know wood cutting wasn't really supposed to be a part of this, but it was, and we have 76 wood cutting. We have already decided what our next skill is going to be, and that is going to be construction. So I'm not going to prolong this any further. Let's get into it. So I guess we should start off by seeing how much an inventory is. So let's see what happens here if I wanted oak. 250 a piece? Is that 250 a piece? Alright, here we are. We're going to double check. It says 250 GP. I think it's a piece. Yeah, so it's about 6,000. It's about 6K a run doing it this way. It's not like, I mean, I've been saving this cash stack. It's not like I can't use it. I can always go to the winter solid and get more. I can hit the agility pyramid. I have ways to get money. I still haven't even went around and sold all my hunter items. So maybe I should try and do that before I do this. I don't know. So that is 109 oak planks made. Our cash stack definitely dwindled. We have just been doing this for about over an hour, just under an hour actually. And now it is time to go put these to use. It says it's only 60K, but I really have a feeling it could be a bit more than that. We're going to go do oak larders with it. And yeah, we'll go to our house right now, get started on that. And if I get rid of those and I still have time left, we will probably just go sit at the barbarian spawn and get regular planks. Here we are at our house building some of our first larders. And we're going to be here for quite a while. Well, here we are, already missing the first level. That is 49 construction. I'll see you guys back at 50, and then probably you'll see 51, 52, 53, 54. So yeah, just gonna keep checking in. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. But yeah, there's a 50 construction now, a maximum of 25 rooms. We will probably not have that for a very long time. I have a feeling this is probably gonna get us close to 55 construction. I'm gonna say roughly. I don't even know. The bank says 60K, but I feel like it's gonna be worth more than that. But we'll keep going. Alright, we're gonna do this oak larder, and this should be 52 construction. We can now do a teak kitchen table. That might be something worth doing. I don't know if they're super hard to do, but I could probably AFK some teaks one day. But yeah, we're just gonna keep going. We got 433 left. There is 53. I was busy eating my hot pockets, and I just wasn't paying attention. We are on the final inventory that we have of the oak planks that we paid for. Probably just gonna get us to 57,000 XP. We are just over 3 hours left, so I think for an hour I'm gonna go camp the barbarian outpost. Maybe an hour and a half, and we'll see how many planks we get, and then we'll come back and just maybe do regular larders. So we have about an hour and 20 minutes left. I have a total of 780 planks banked. Ruinlight says that's not a lot of XP, and I really don't know. I'm planning on maybe just using larders for them, so we're gonna go check that out. You know, I really thought I was missing something. I gotta go get some goddamn nails. That's why everyone does oak larders, huh? They don't take any nails, just the planks. Definitely a lot slower than oak larders, but you know, if you get the planks for free, it's kind of free XP. You just gotta buy the goddamn nails. But that is 54, and I can only do 2 a run. I wonder if there's something else I should... We have just under 30 minutes left. I'm pretty sure we have just achieved our last construction level. I almost said crafting. Yeah, this is definitely a lot slower, and maybe next time I'll just pay the money out and do oaks, but I'm already this far invested, so I'm just going to use them. I've basically been going to the larder and then over here to the barrel. Alright, here we are. We're going to be building the last larder. This is all the planks I have, and we still have 16 minutes remaining. This gets us just under 80k. There is one thing that I can do real quick to kill this time with. So we're going to go do that real quick, and you'll see exactly what it is. Never mind. We can do up to a bagged maple tree. That is 15k a bag. Yeah, I'm not doing that at all. That is way too much money to be asked for. I already had a trouble time wanting to buy the oak planks, but I knew it was fine. I haven't even checked my farm runs, to be honest. These are probably all good to go. So I think we're just gonna kill 13 minutes and maybe decide what is next. I don't have anything else we can do. Alright, watch this. A little bit of magic right here. Ready? Ready? Oh my god, look at that, guys. We hit 0. We're done. Anyways, that was the construction grind. In about 5-ish hours, not that we did construction the whole time. We did have to gather materials because I don't have everything stocked, like in every skill. But we have gained almost 80,000 construction XP. Just mainly focusing on construction. So I'll be putting the graph up right now, and that will add to our total. So now instead of finding who is going to choose my next skill, I'm going to be picking it myself. I have really been wanting to do some motherlode mining, so I'm going to pick myself mining. 5-ish hours of straight motherlode, we should get quite a bit of XP. Another big reason I'm doing this is because it is AFK. I got something I'm working on with the hardcore Ironman. I want to. That's a little bit click intensive. But I have been wanting to do mining for a while, so this works out. So we are going to be starting the mining grind now. And by now, I mean next episode. This minute's already running into 20 minutes, by far the longest on the channel. And I've always said 10 minutes every time. Because can you believe it? It has taken 9 episodes to talk about the goals of this account. Now before we talk about said goals, I want to thank you guys so much. The channel has hit 300 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for the support. I want to tell you guys happy holidays, and let's get on into the video. Now, the obvious goal is maxing, which is the title of the series, maxing a level 3 Ironman skiller. And this is what maxing is to me. I'm putting it on the screen now. Take away the 99 Slayer. I don't believe in that. Some skillers are about that. It's not max unless you have 99 Slayer. Slayer is not a skill I consider for a skiller, but it is a skill that helps with total level, so it is nice. I'll throw it in there. Everybody is different, but that is just my take on it in case you're wondering. But that is the biggest goal of this account. So now I do have some sub goals, or smaller goals, and that is the skiller outfits, and I'll put those on the screen right now. We are a skiller, so I want all the outfits. For example, we already have the pyromancer, so we can check that one off the list. Some of these we can get in the near future, and I believe some of them are a bit higher in the levels, but ultimately they are super helpful, and we are a skiller, so I think we should go for them. Now diaries and pets are miscellaneous goals in my eyes. Pets are all RNG, and diaries maybe I'll do from the time to time. I don't know, I haven't decided that, but these are the main goals. And I've really been wanting to do some motherlode mining, so prospectors, here we come. So I did a lot of mining off camera already. The last time you guys saw me, I had like 30 something mining, and now here is 51 mining. So kind of a boost from the last time you've seen me, and we're gonna do a farm run real quick. And here is 29 farming, 52 mining, and here's me getting 30 farming. This is editor me, by the way. I've really focused on my farm runs, so those are gonna be periodically through levels as well, and you guys will see that. 53 mining, 54 mining. We have just hit 50 gold nuggets. Only have 135 left. You only need 180 for the full prospectors. We have 54 mining, 8k from 55. 55 mining. Sad days. Sad days. 56 mining. Here is 57 mining. 58 mining. 31 farming. There we go. We can now grow strawberries and triple oak. Oh, get triple oak roots. These are our last saplings of oak. I can't plant them all, but we will plant as many as we can. But then I have 23 willows banked, so you know where we will be doing next. Checking this oak. We have 3 more to plant, but we are out of spots to plant them. That is 32. We can now grow Ranars, which is a huge plus for us. 59 mining. Alright, so as you guys know, we have 32 farming, and which means now we can do willows. So I'm going to plant all the willows. I need a trowel to do that. Okay, now that all of that is done, I'm actually scared. So I planted oaks, and they died. 1 out of the 4 I planted died because I didn't have enough to protect them all. So let's real quick find out what it takes. Apples. We're gonna go get a bunch of apple baskets, or at least enough baskets of apples for these 23 trees. I'm not gonna lose out on these ones. And I have some stuff. I want to make sure all my renards are great, which I can use the Hosidius patch at, since they will not die. Well, I was going to buy from Finita, but she only has 2, and I'd have to keep hopping. And a goal is the rogue's outfit, which I can do thieving stalls from food stalls and just collect apples that way. So I think we're going to make our way to Ardoin. So last clip I noticed I said Ardoin. This is clearly Hosidius. I know that. You don't. Anyways, this is 40 thieving we have achieved. I'm banking everything. I'm keeping all of it just in case I can use it down the road. And again, this works towards rogues, so this is actually a great idea. We have just achieved 60 mining. We have just under 100 nuggets, totaling to 95. Bam, look at that, 61 mining. We can now use the dragon pickaxe. We will probably never get one on this account. Unless we get super lucky somehow, but I honestly don't think that will ever happen. Just gonna throw this one out there. 62 mining. Boom. That is 63 mining. We have 143 gold nuggets, and I really want to use them to get the outfit and then just keep going, because 72 is when you unlock the top, and I mean, we still have quite a bit of time, but people are telling me to not use it and just use the top when you get the top, and then get the prospectors afterwards. But I think I'm gonna get the prospectors first. And finally we have 180 nuggets, so we are going to deposit this real quick. We are going to trade 1 of each. Boom. Let's put it on. There we go. Look at that. Finally done. That was a super unenthusiastic celebration of the victory of getting prospectors. That was done at 2 in the morning, and I said I wasn't gonna get off until I was done with it, which means I could finally go to bed. But that is a super big W, a big win for the account. Super glad that I got it. Here is a quick shift into agility. This is 43 agility. We are going to be grinding out until 50. Finishing up this last lap will get us 45 agility. Our willows are ready to be collected. Yes, I planted them not too long ago. So we're going to go do that real quick. Probably get a couple farming levels. Alright, checking on the first willow right here. Should be a level 33 farming. We're already halfway to 34. We can now grow banana trees. Here we are. We're going to plant another one. Alright, checking on the second willow. Let's get another level. That is 34 farming. We can now do something fruit. Not even going to pronounce that. Not even going to try to. Checking on our renars. Ooh, 30 a piece. Not going to get a level here, but hopefully we get quite a bit. Only 4. Alright, got another one going. Bam, we are doing it here so they do not die. And they are protected. I should probably start doing Harlanders and the other patches though. Alright, these do give 1000 XP. And there is 46 agility. No level here. I'm just showing that I have hit 100 marks of grace on the skiller. Let's keep going until 50 agility. It has been a minute since we trekked on our willow tree, so we're going to take a break from agility, plant these. That is 36 farming. We now plant dwellberry bushes and grapes. Not that I ever will, but here we go. Here is another tree. 37 farming. Gives us a total level of 725. Here we are checking on our renars. This is 38 farming. I haven't really showed you guys this tab in a minute. We have 282 Grammy Terriman, 127 Guams, 100 Hairlanders. Haven't even been planting anything else. I'm getting through. I have 11 renars left. How many renars do we have? 44. Hairlander seeds, I think 29. That's going to be really well for us. We got a couple more acorns, so that's good for oak trees. No more willows. Oh, we got a lot of maples. What level is maples? Trees. 45. We probably have enough to get 45. We look pretty set right now. Just kind of wanted to show that. This will be 365 Varrock rooftop laps. This will be 50 agility when we jump off this edge. Boom. 50 agility. We now use the Falador course. We have 127 marks of grace. I wanted to get 50 agility because you need 50 agility and 50 thieving to go get the rogues outfit, and as well use the shop. So next goal of ours will be the 50 thieving. But we need to go check on our trees real quick. Oops, can't be seeing that. And this willow tree will get us a level of 39 farming. We can now do orange trees. I don't think we have any seeds for that. I have 2 oaks left, so I'm gonna plant those real quick, get those out of the way. And yeah, I think this will be the last farming level of the trip, and we'll go do our one last oak and our renar seeds. And here is 45 thieving. I'm baking absolutely everything. We have almost 300 cooking apples in the bank right now, but hey, that is to protect our willows in the future. Now it's time to go get 50. Checking in our renars. This will get us 40 farming. There we go. Have 3. Maybe we'll get more than 4. We got ourselves 5. I only have 7 seeds left after this one, and then we will do Harlanders. These are just so easy to do because I'm thieving from fruit stalls just up ahead. 50 thieving, and now we have unlocked the mini game for the rogue's outfit. But a couple episodes ago, I talked about doing this to use the Rogue Den store. So I think real fast, since we have unlocked it, we are going to sell off all of our Dragon Impling gear, everything that we have in the bank, and see how much GP we can get to finish off this episode. Okay, with the requirements of 50 thieving and agility, we now have access to the store, which I'm pretty sure is the best place for us. We can sell a dragon longsword for 60k here. That is pretty nice. And we should be able to make a decent amount of money. I'm gonna sell one of everything in this world. Then I'll hop. But I think for the arrows, maybe 5 is the best. What are they afterwards? Yeah, we'll do 5 of each. It's gonna be a lot of hopping, but it'll be really worth our while for the cash. So we have liquefied the bank. I think that's what it's called. But anyways, we sold everything in this tab that is worth selling, and we're gonna keep some of it. And we have just made over $1 million, and now we have 1.4 mil in the cash stack. That is super big. Been waiting a long time for that to happen. So that is super stoked, and I think you guys know where we are going to be leading off with next episode. Here's a little preview. I would say about 75% of my videos I make, I almost always forget an intro and an outro. That's why you're seeing me at the woodcutting guild for the intro and the outro. And that would be because I am editing this video and doing woodcutting. Anyways, thank you for watching episode 9. Let me know what your thoughts on the goals for this account. I think they are pretty strong. Maybe there's some more I should add. Maybe I should care more a little about the pets or the diaries. You know, guys, leave in the comments how you feel. We got prospectors knocked out. We are 40 marks of grace off of graceful. And we have the requirements for rogue. So maybe next episode, episode 10, will be a double whammy. Who knows? What a great way to start the next episode, huh? With 41 farming. Hey! What is up, everybody? My name is Sai, and welcome to episode 10 of the Ironman Skiller. The title of this video is called AFK, and if you have seen the series so far, you'd know I'd have held off a little too long on some of the skills, and it's time to put some focus there. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So at the charter ships, I've been buying bucket of sand and soda ash just so we can get the crafting started. Eventually, I just plan to get enough to do a lot of it out in one sitting, but everywhere is bought out. Sorry, my voice, I'm sick. But everywhere is bought out. I keep hopping worlds to find like 2 apiece, so I'm now mining my own buckets of sand. I got almost 5,000 buckets deposited. We're just gonna do this for a little while and then probably buy the seaweed, since the seaweed is never out of stock. So last clip you guys saw that I was in deserts. That's because I was in the desert. I didn't know that prospector acts just like the desert uniform and then gives you an XP boost on top of that. So now I don't look like such a dummy and I actually have them on. Here we go. And you know, if you guys also didn't know like I didn't, then prospectors acts the same as the desert uniform. Learn something new every day. So I just got done cooking all the seaweed. I had just gotten over 3K banked. I'm wanting to take a break from mining sand, so I started to think, while I'm here cooking seaweed, I might as well cook everything I've gotten from Wintertod. So it's time to go start burning some fish. Wow, first cooked trout gets us a level. I believe, you know, I might as well double check before I say I believe. Is it 25? 25 cooking for salmon. And I have some trout in the bank. We're going to get 25 cooking before we hit Barbarian Village. That way we can cook as we catch. And there's 25 cooking. We have about 300 trout left. I'm going to cook them all before we head over to Barbarian Village and fish as we cook. So I had some salmon as well. I finished cooking all of those. Got us to 44 cooking. Now it is time to go buy ourselves a fly rod and head to Barbarian Village. And here is 30 fishing. First cooking level at Barbarian Village. That is 45 cooking. So I don't really know why I didn't record me getting the genie. I didn't even look to see if I was close to a Slayer level. That is 19 Slayer and a total level of 775 on the level 3 Skiller. Big improvements. That is big for episode 10 actually. I got a couple clue scrolls in the bank, so we're gonna go get those done and then probably come back to fishing. So this step should be the casket. I have not decided yet if I want to open these right away or open them at the beginning or end of every episode, so I'm just gonna hang on to it until I decide. So we were able to complete a beginner casket and the easy caskets. And I think that's about all we're going to be able to complete as a skiller. We might get lucky here and there with the medium, but I highly doubt a hard. 35 fishing. We've gotten ourselves another beginner clue, so we are going to take a break once again for fishing, go get this clue, and then come back. And here's the casket. There's 40 fishing. We can finally go catch lobsters, and we will in the future because it is great AFKing and cooking XP later on. And here we are with another beginner's clue, so you know what we're going to do. And there's the casket. Look at this nerd and graceful just standing there like he ain't got nothing better to go do. Shouldn't you be questing or something? Get out of here. Anyways, this willow tree got us 42 farming. Anytime I find some whack names, I'm going to just add them to the series from now on. So early in the episode, you saw me preparing for crafting, gathering soda ash and sand for molten glass. And before I use any of that, I want the highest crafting level I can get, so I can use molten glass for the best thing I can craft, if that makes sense. So here we are chipping away at the gems I have in my bank, which we can use the gold to make to jewelry later and sell for money. Closing in at 30 crafting, we are chipping away at our emerald gems, and then it kind of hit me that making molten glass also trains your crafting. So maybe I should stop using these gems at the moment. Probably cut them later. And I'm just going to go AFK all my molten glass and see what levels that get me from there. We are closing in on 45 crafting with plenty left to burn, but I just wanted to take a second to say that episode 1 of this series has hit 5,000 views, and that is big, and I thank you guys for the support. I hope you guys continue supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And with that said, since I have some time on my hand, I think I'm going to go mine sand and save molten glass for the AFK. 66 mining and 67 mining. It's been a minute since I've done a tree run. I've really been keeping up on my herb runs though. I've been even doing them at work. That is 44 farming. Now grow irit leaves. Hey, total level of 825. Total XP of 20 million. Now obviously I'm not near bank. Not really going to show you guys my herd levels, but I have been stacking them up. I am working on Harlanders right now. And 45, I can do maple seeds. I have about 19 of those in the bank. One more tree, the check. But I'm out of trees. So that's why I'm currently leaving those. And then I'll probably do 44 through 45 through mostly herb runs, I'm going to assume. I really need to get some limpet roots, so I think I'm going to be chilling at Master Farmers for a bit. Shortly too. I don't have my Varrock teleport. Okay, here we go. We're going to be walking all the way to Varrock. So we have made our way back to barbarian fishing. I think I'm going to finish off 50 fishing, and whatever cooking level we get from here is what we get, because I am going to continue cooking as I fish. So I will see you guys at 50 fishing. 55 cooking is probably what we're going to end off with. As you see guys, I did a mini game and I again didn't record it. We now have the beekeeper's hat. We are so close to 50 fishing, it is time to go get it. I got new headphones and it changed my audio device and my recording software, so the clip is botched and I'm voicing over this. But we do get our 50 fishing, and the next skill of choice is smithing. So we're going to see what level of smithing we can get with what is just in our bank. So let's go get that. I think we're going to start off with steel bars. But before we go do smithing, we are going to get our last casket of the episode. But this time we are going to open it up in the name of Otter Trails. And yeah, this is what's expected. Smelting steel bars almost got us to 40 smithing, but the arrow tips helped us to finish it off. That is 40 smithing. We are going to do all the steel bars I have and then go ahead and make the arrows. I think we have about 1,000 bars in the bank, so let's see how far we can get. I don't think it's quite 50. 45 smithing, and we ended off with 14,000 steel arrow tips, and we have 46 smithing. I think that's all we'll do. I think I'm actually going to AFK and just make these arrows real quick for some fletching eggs. Oh, you can't make them backwards. But hopefully this will get me to close to 65 so I can start using my U logs. And I'm just going to AFK this for a little bit. Boom, that is 65 fletching. I didn't have my recorder out anyway, so that is why I missed the level. I'm going to continue doing all of these, and then I think we're going to go get our 50 crafting, and we're going to call the episode there. Maybe I'll do 50 smithing as well. Well, since we did get 65 fletching, I'm going to get my sands buckets, and that's all we have. 4,600, almost 4,700. We're going to go get 50 crafting, and I'm going to have to lumber's teleport. We are resorting to silver. I smelted all the iron, and I've used, I guess I have 8 iron bars I could use, but I'm just using all the silver I have. We did end up smelting all the gold I have. We didn't even go to the blast furnace for it, and I did not look into it at all. We are at 49 smithing, 193 XP away. So this inventory should be the one that does it. And once we get 50 smithing, this is where we're going to call the episode. But really fast, before we do end this episode, there's something I want to acknowledge. And that is the fact that every time I have posted a Hardcore Ironman video, people have commented on that series, goodbye to the skiller. as if the series is over. And I want to address that this series takes priority over the Hardcore Ironman, and this series is not leaving anytime soon, and not until it's max for sure, because the title is Maxing a Level 3 Ironman Skiller. And I'm just going to leave that at that. And to end this episode off, I want to thank all the supporters of the series. The channel has hit 350 subscribers, and the first video has hit 5K views. These are some things I thought would take so much longer to happen for me to achieve, and I really want to thank you guys again. By the way, there is 50 smithing. I'm sorry if you felt like this episode was all over the place. I really wanted to get some total level on the account, and my life has changed in a way of adding a son into the world, and I had to do a lot of AFK grinds, so I wanted to get those out of the way. And some of the grinds I wanted to do this episode will be moving into the next episode, so expect a banger. And with that said, this has been episode 10 and level 3 of the Skiller. And as I always say, stay safe until next time. But you know what I totally forgot? I got some caskets for us. Let's open these up real quick, huh? I think so. Beginner. Ah, these hurt. Got one easy. Hey, we get a page? A Bandos page? I mean, not that I'll ever do anything with it, but that'll go right here. I even made a spot in the bank. This is all my clue stuff. Sorry for all the clicking. All my clue stuff, everything for the collection log is in here. Totally. Oh, I have more clues to do, and I didn't do them this episode. So maybe we'll start episode 11 with clues. We're going to start this episode off, as you guys have already seen. We are in the Rogue's Den. The first piece we are going to be getting is the Rogue's Kit. It doesn't seem like it takes too many runs for the whole outfit, so hopefully this will be completed pretty quickly. But this is seriously going to help during Master Farmers in getting my seeds. Alright, we got our first equipment crate. There are 5 pieces total to get. We're going to pick Rogue equipment. We're going to go down the list, so we're just going to start with the mask. Sucks that we can't wear it, so we need to go bank this really quick, and then we will continue on. Equipment crate number 2. We are now going to be choosing the top. That is 2 out of 5 completed. Alright, can we get our third piece? We got the Rogue Kit. No one really cares about the Rogue Kit, god damn it. Time to go waste time and get our energy back. And there is our third equipment crate. 3 out of 5 pieces completed. Going down the list, we are getting the bottoms of the Rogue outfit. There's equipment crate number 4. That is 4 out of 5 completed. We are now going to be getting the boots. All we have left is the gloves. Oh, nice. We now have all of Rogues. Hey baby, I want you to tell me what I look like. Okay? Let me put on the outfit. What do I look like?
A ninja?
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that what you want me to look like?
That's called the Rogue's outfit, so I'm pretty sure it's supposed to look like ninja-ish. Assassin-ish.
It looks very assassin ninja-ish.
So after that long and not very gruesome Rogue's grind, I decided that I would do some AFK fishing until 55. And then I would go and do a little bit of Master Farmers to collect some seeds, to do myself a couple of farm runs before I committed to the rune crafting journey that we are about to go on. So before Guardians of the Rift, you need to do Temple of the Eye quest. Before the Temple of the Eye quest, you need 10 rune crafting. We have just achieved 10 rune crafting. The Temple of the Eye quest will get you 27 rune crafting, which is also needed for Guardians of the Rift. So we are going to go complete that quest real fast and then get on with Guardians of the Rift. Honestly, this is a very beautiful place in this game, and actually a pretty entertaining quest. I have a feeling I'm actually really going to enjoy this mini game. That once this quest is completed, if I'm able to sit here, oh, I hope that's how you go back. But you're supposed to get your 5k rune XP, rune crafting XP right after talking to the Archmage, and we also got a medium pouch. One quest point 5k rune XP, Temple of Eye access, medium pouch. Total quest points of 42, and we do have one more quest to do whenever I decide to do on this account. If you guys think you know what it is, put it in the comments. But that is 27 rune crafting. So first game completed, 30 rune crafting has been achieved. We are just about to hit 51 crafting, and I will say this mini game is awesome. It is the only way to train rune crafting. 35 rune crafting has been achieved. So in between Guardians of the Rift, I have been doing my farm runs. I mainly do them at work, and this will be my last farm run until I achieve 50 rune crafting. The amount of time it takes to get into a game once I leave it blows. Like, I'm not even checking my rewards because of it. So 45 farming has been achieved. It is time to go back to the Rift until 50. I have hopped to every world. I have been sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting. I know it only shows I've been logged on for 9 minutes. I had to leave for a second. But I've been sitting here for like 45 minutes and I'm not getting into a game. Like, once you get in here, don't ever leave it. Don't leave it unless you're not going to be back for a little while. Because this is ridiculous. We either need to up the worlds or up the people inside. Because the wait here, there is more than just me. There's so many people here every time. Like, bro, what the fuck? So we have finally gotten into a game. Gonna fill our pouches real quick. We can't do the law rune, so we will go do the earth rune. And this will give us, hopefully, our 40 rune crafting. Now, I really don't understand the rewards of this. I actually haven't even been wanting to check because I don't want to leave the game. But here we go. This should be our 40 rune crafting right there as well. We can now do astral ruins. We have a strong cell we will use. We'll give this over here. Normally I would use the cells for these guys, but I've been putting cells over here, so I feel like I don't know. I'm not the smartest when it comes to this mini game, but it's actually a pretty fun one to do. I haven't looted the rewards in a while, and I got myself a medium, large, and giant pouch. 26 abyssal pearls, which I think you spend on all the loot here, so we have a total of 37. I got all these gnarly runes right here. Let me put all this in the bank in the rune tab real quick. We'll put those in there too, and then we'll deposit these and see what we got. Also have a cosmic talisman. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. I think we are closing in on 45. I'm just gonna take a second to do a quest on my other account, and then we'll be right back to this. Bam, that is 50 rune crafting. We can now use a large pouch, which is in our bank. Our medium did decay, so it's been a while since I checked these. I have enough to search the rift 10 times. Let's see what we got. Alright, here we are searching the rift. Oh, I gotta turn this music off. Okay, we can make a fire tiara, but not like we ever need that again. Okay, medium pouch. We got one back. Ooh. An intricate pouch. Abyssal pearls. That's what we need. 28 of those. Examine. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm gonna show you guys the rune crafting tab now. Bam. We have a total of 97 pearls. But we are done rune crafting for this video. We're gonna start working on this stuff. Oh yeah. So we need 31 herb lore. Oh my god, I have 158 of these? I did not know that. We need 31 herb lore to even start herbivore. So I'm just gonna be going through cleaning all my guams that I got going on. We're gonna start with cleaning all the herbs before we even make any potions. That's if we even have all the secondaries too. That is all the guams cleaned. Okay, so we can do terramins. Terramins are next. We have a total of 171 guams. Oh, we have 282 terramins to clean. That is 25 herb lore. We are making attack potions just to hit that level. I cleaned all the herbs I had, and I only hit 24. Now I can actually, I'm gonna stop this right here. I can go clean all the renards now. Not gonna get us much further. I think I'm gonna have to make attack potions as far as I can. Okay, so the biggest thing that you guys can see is the layout change. Everything in this video up until this point was done shortly before my 3-month break, and this clip was about me a week ago. I've decided to change the layout. It lets me utilize my monitors better, and it's easier to record. Because I have 2 accounts. I haven't posted a video of the second one. I decided not to do the hardcore. I couldn't do it again after losing that one. But that's for later down the road. My main focus is this account, but I really enjoy this layout now. So for the rest of the series, this layout is going to be what's we're doing. One thing I have really noticed though recording is my mouse is off, and it's obviously on the recording side, and I don't know how to fix it. I've looked into it, and it bugged me for a while. I mean, if you don't pay attention to it, some of you guys probably didn't even notice it. I noticed it when someone commented, and I was like, damn, my mouse is off. That's whack. And I've tried everything. I'm still looking into it, but I'm going to try and get that fixed. But I just want to say I'm back. I'm playing again, and I'm really enjoying it. I do not want to be another 3 months wait for a video. I'm hoping to get every month as a video. It is harder for me now with the kid, and I don't have a quiet household anymore, so most of these clips are actually recorded, audio recorded after the fact, so voiced over. That's, I guess, how you would say it. But I'm happy to be back. At this point in time of this recording, we're almost at 400 subscribers. You guys are running up the views. I think I'm just short of 30,000 total views, so that's big. Halfway to the monetization, so that's a big one. And I just want to thank you guys. I want to tell you guys I'm back. So here we are hitting 40 herblore. You need 31 herblore for herbivore. You need 80 hunter, which we do have. You know, I'm going to be honest, I never thought we'd even make prayer pots for the snake grass. If you guys want to just see my method real quick, you know, make in the comments and I'll show you guys next episode. It's not very hard. You just run the Hobgoblin Peninsula until you have a full inventory of snake grass. But that is all the requirements for herbivore. I'm setting it for myself. You know, I did 50 rune crafting. I said I'd do it and I did it. I want 100 herbivore runs. I want to give it a solid try and see what I think about it. And man, I'm really hoping for a pet. But the pet number I'm pretty sure is outrageous. Actually, I don't think it's too bad when I was looking. It's a 1 out of 6,500 chance. Wish me luck. Maybe we'll be spooned. If you've never done herbivore, I'll be showing you guys. This is my 100th run. But there was really no reason to record any run before this, because you're only rewarded herbs unless you get the pet. And I would say herbivore is fun, but it's really only worth it for the pet. There are plenty of other ways to get herbs. I'll be thieving for master farmers to train my thieving, to farming my own seeds to train my farming, and then cleaning and using them to train my herblore. It beats this one, and there are better hunting XP ways. But overall, this was pretty fun. And this is the end of episode 11. And this is a little hint for episode 12. We are on Falador. We got some graceful on. Almost got all of it. We're going to go for graceful. We're going to get that outfit done. We're going to go do Tempros. I've been telling you guys about it and haven't done it yet. You guys have been recommending me. I think it's a necklace from Guardians of the Rift that teleports you to the altar. So that's another teleportation. We're going to go for that. If we get that, I don't know. I want to round off some of these skills we got. But before I show you that, we will say we have been on this account. We'll do a little overview. 19 days and 3 hours. 953 total level. 24,309,000 total XP. Quest, we do have one more to complete. Whoever can say it in the comments, I'll give you 1,000,000 GP. I will. I'll do it. First one to say it, and I see the comment, I'll give it. I'll tell you what skill. It's got to do with Hunter. We haven't done it yet. But here is the overview of the account. Next episode, I'm going to be cleaning out the bank. I'm going to use everything in the bank. We're going to use all the bank to up my skills as high as they can go. I think I got like 60 crafting stuffed in there with all the sands of buckets I did in episode 10. We're going to clean sweep the bank. we're gonna round off some of these skills. I said we're gonna try Tempros. We're gonna try for that necklace. It's gonna be fun. Maybe we're gonna shoot for 1,000 total level next episode. Let's get into it. The first thing I decided to do was shoot for full graceful. Since I have still yet to get it, and with 1,000 total level in mind, I grinded 53 to 60 agility at Fallow Rooftops, and I will go the Sears if I'm still short on marks. So I ended up not having enough marks of grace for the hood to finish off full graceful. But since we do now have 60 agility, we can hit the Sears rooftop, so probably gonna be there for another level or two. 61 agility. Here we are with our 35 marks of grace, buying the hood. Before I forget, let's put the hood on, show off a little bit. We got full graceful on the account finally. It only took 12 episodes, but it is done. That is another skiller outfit down. I was very close to 70 mining, so I decided to power mine some iron as I was doing a farm run. The next thing I decided to do was grind out fishing and cooking. I did it all at the Barbarian Village so I could fish, cook, and drop. I know I've been talking about Tempros, and trust me, I still plan on going. I've just been putting it off because I've just been looking for some AFK grinds at this moment. I got you guys next episode, I swear, so hold me to it. As well as next episode, I plan on finishing off the outfits. And I'm still missing the angler's outfit. As I've been helping out my best friend's wedding, I decided to AFK 50 to 70 fishing and cooking. Very chill AFK grind to knock out as we aim for the 1K total, and we are getting close. So I've actually been saving this clip so I can get it on my computer and record it. This is the clip of me getting 70 fishing, and the same amount of fish gets me 70 cooking. Back to back, I tried to match the XP to get it to the same amount of fish, and fish being caught and cooked got both of the levels. It's pretty neat to hit. I'm going to be on to our next grind. I am thinking thieving. I need to get some seeds from the master farmers. When thieving master farmers, I like to keep the valuable seeds in my inventory for an entire session. As I knocked out 53 to 55 thieving, these are the seeds I've obtained. But for some reason it didn't tell me I hit 55 thieving. I have no idea what happened. But as much as I love master farmers, it is time to go back to Arty Night so I can stack up GP for construction. But this is my most reliable source for seeds at the moment, so I will be coming back here constantly through the series. And 60 thieving has finally been achieved on the account, and honestly I don't think I will ever say this again because I hate thieving, but that grind was actually not too bad and pretty fun to do. The rogue outfit is seriously clutch. If you're an Ironman, get this. We made 126k, 55 through 60 thieving at Arty Nights, and this will go to construction when the time comes. Now I did think about blackjacking, but I feel like I would struggle at 10 HP. Unless you got the timing down right. I could go give it a try. I'm not a hardcore, so I'm not worried about it, but if I was a hardcore, I would have lost the status within the first 30 minutes because I died and died and died and died over again. I went to Arty and back multiple times. 53 crafting. 54 crafting. We can now make water staves, and that is the goal of the episode completed. That is the big 1K total. We have got ourselves a mine mask, 55 crafting, 56 crafting. All the buckets of sand and soda ash I got us to 57 crafting, and now it is time to go make lantern lens until 60. This is the last inventory for 60 crafting, and that's all I'm going to do for now. I still have about 7k more molten glass in the bank, but I do want to move on to fletching. Crafting and fletching is a skill I'm going to try and build up over time for future AFK grinds. Time to go get 70 fletching. So for some reason, I do not have a clip of me getting 70 fletching. I guess I never recorded it. So here's a clip of me getting 68, but I promise I did get it. I just can't show you guys my skills or I'd be spoiling things for next episode. Never mind. 70 fletching. Found the clip. Just gonna insert some farming clips until 52 farming to finish off the episode and to finish off season 1 of maxing an Ironman skiller. It's been a good 8 months with many more to come, but this episode we hit the first biggest milestone of the account, 1,000 total level. Big things next episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I plan on finishing old grinds that we stepped away from and starting new grinds I've put on hold. Next episode we'll also talk about the plans of season 2, so if you guys are interested, stay tuned. And I really hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. Let me know what you guys think about the editing in this video. It does cause for it to be a little shorter, but I do think it looks a little cleaner. But that just means I'll need to put more content out for long episodes, right? So, I mean, we're going to start off by getting 71 mining in the Motherlode mines. And the goal for today's episode is 80. Giant's Foundry is something I will be trying out this episode. I think 80 will be able to knock all the materials out that I need for 70 smithing. Probably more than what I need, honestly, but the goal for today's video is going 70 base. I don't know why I didn't show myself purchasing the upstairs at the Motherlode mine, but here we are. I'm just showing you we did. We had 20 gold nuggets left. I think the next thing we're going to go for is actually just use these for gems. I'm not quite sure if I want to purchase the gem bag quite yet. 73 mining. 74 mining. So I completely forgot that the coal bag even existed. That is going to seriously help us in the smithing grind later on, because eventually Motherlode mine will not give us enough coal to even out the other ore that we will be getting. So we will eventually have to mine our own coal. So this is a big help. Now, after this will probably be just gems. 75 mining. So I just wanted a small change of scenery, a little change of pace. I decided to start working on the smithing. Started trying to get my steel bar ready. I'm going to be doing a steel and mithril combo. This is going to get me 51 smithing. And then I'll probably go back to Motherlode, and then I'll probably do a little bit of smithing just because Motherlode can be a grueling place. 52 smithing, 76 mining. Okay, so change of plans. I've done a bit more research about Giant's Foundry, and I talked to a buddy who just recently did it himself. I think the best course of action is to make some GP real fast. I do not know how much I need, so I'm going to buy these gem bags, making jewelry using the gold ore I have in the bank, and then you'll see why I'm doing this. But it's actually going to speed up the process to get to Giant's Foundry, and hopefully still... Alright, so I didn't record everything we crafted, but we used up all the gems that we had in the bank, and we actually have quite a bit to sell. Real quick, I would just like to check the GE prices, because maybe we could beat it, maybe we could get close. But we're going to stay optimistic, because 500k right now would be beautiful. So now we can head our way to Port Sarim to sell it all. Down to the last 10 sapphire necklaces, and man, we made money. Way more than I thought. 641k, man. Wow. That's amazing. Now it is time to head to Varrock and spend some money. Yep, and this was the plan. Heading to Varrock to Horick and buying some iron plate legs. 280 coins ain't bad now that I have some money to spend. It saves me time for mining iron ore. And after this, I will be smithing up some steel plate bodies as well. But before I roll the next clip, I usually don't do live commentary. And this next one I did. My voice is like so low, so I'm sorry, but it's kind of funny, so I'm just gonna leave it in. But it's me completing the quest to get into Giant's Foundry. Oh, and yeah, I am using an alt to put in iron plate legs, so I didn't have to hop over and over and over and over and over, because I just did that selling jewelry, and it kind of sucked, and it's one at a time, so you see my mouse in and out, and that's why. So just I don't know. Alright, here we are finishing up the quest, Sleeping Giants, to allow us access to Giant's Foundry. One quest point, not 1,000, 6,000 smithing XP. Total quest points of 43. That's not quite a level, but we now have access to this facility. And we have managed to make 400 steel plate bodies and just under that in iron plate legs. And that's what we're going to do here for our first go around. Eventually I'll gather up materials, we'll do steel and myth, but we're just going to do iron and steel for this go, and we're just going to have some fun. I'll show you guys when I'm done with the first sword. Alright, so I kind of messed up the first sword. That's okay though, you know, it's okay. First attempt. I'm excited to see the reward, so let's hand this in. Wow, 6,000 smithing XP and 12,000, almost 12,500 coins. Wow, that is awesome. I did not expect that. I just did a little bit of research through the. It's all we're gonna do as of right now. I know I do have some material in the bank. I think I still have some plate legs, some plate bodies, and even bars. And I could keep going, but I really want to take a break from this, as we do need to still go get 80 mining. And then I'm thinking maybe agility, maybe thieving, kind of whatever I'm up for. So I guess you'll have to find out. And we are about to hit 80 mining. And I would just say I will never get bored of this place. It is the only way I will mine in old school unless you need something specific. I will say eventually this place doesn't give you enough coal, so you just mine coal, get the coal bag, but you'll always come back. But that is 80 mining achieved, and I think I've decided that we're going to do agility next. It's a big jump, but there you have it. That is 70 agility. So that's a big jump from the 61 agility we did have. I just didn't want to do another typical skilling edit, but I do have the receipts. Now it's time to rewind this. And there you have it. That is 70 agility. It has been achieved. And before we move on to the next skill, which is probably going to be thieving, I want to recolor our graceful. Can you guys guess what color it's going to be? Because it's actually the only one I think we can recolor. I think you can only do it after 100% favor. But let's go do it. So I meant to put this in the video a lot better. But a lot of these clips were from 6 months ago, and I forgot how I would line them up. But the rest of the clips spoil it anyway, so I figured now is as good as a time as ever to showcase us getting 99 woodcutting. And that is the second 99 on the account, and actually, to believe it or not, I've wanted this 99 since childhood, but I never had the attention span to do it. But that is 99 woodcutting. And the next clip, I'll be showing you my bank, I believe. And trust me, it is a lot. So we're now at the bank, at the woodcutting tab, and we have a total of 27,852 U-logs, 59,687 teaks. We have 265 bird nests with almost, more than 150, not even, I don't want to say open, but looted yet. We also have 7,000 flax that will help us in the future, but the U-logs are going to be for fletching, and the teak log is going to be for mahogany homes in the future. But I'm hoping, I have no idea, I've never done it, that we're good on construction XP, basically. And I'm pretty sure we're set on birdhouse runs for the future. If not, we'll cut some more, but I'm gonna loot all these bird nests real quick for you guys. I'll just speed it up in time, and we'll see what I get. It feels so good to put this thing on. I may not sound happy. I am a little under the weather, but it feels so good. So good. 99 woodcutting. Alright, so now I can show you guys what color I'm choosing for my graceful, which is Osidious Green, and it's actually going to go really well with the new cape we have just obtained, and is the biggest reason I actually picked this color. But I think that this is where we're going to end off Season 2, Episode 1. We started off Season 2 with an absolute banger and a new 99 with a lot more to come. I'm going to save the thieving grind until the next episode. The main goal of today's video is 70 thieving, 70 rune crafting, and 70 construction in that order. 70 thieving is where we're going to start off today, and we are going to do 60 through 70 at our Dwayne Nights. I think we sprinkled in a little bit of Master Farmers in there because I needed seeds, but I could be wrong. Anyway, 70 Thieving is for the round off because it looks pretty when you open up your skill tab. But 64 Thieving is what we're actually after, and that unlocks the stone chests, which are found in the Lizardman Temple. And there we have a chance for the Xeric's Talisman and what charge it, which are the Lizardman Fangs. And what this does is give us an easy teleport to Zaya and around Zaya. For example, we'll get an easy teleport to the Woodcutting Guild and the Farming Patch, which now they did a update to where things can die unless you complete the diary, I think. But teleports are something that we need as a level 3, as we can't use magic, make teletabs, or anything of the sorts. So let's finish off getting our 70 Thieving, and then we'll go get the talisman. We got 61 Thieving in the last clip, so here's 62 Thieving. And this is 63 Thieving. Took a thieving break for 71 flesh. Alright, that is 64 Thieving, you know, the only level that we were looking for and actually needed. Video is going to end here. You know, better luck next time. I don't know what to tell you, 64, man. We're balling. You know, this is all we needed. I'm going to go get the talisman now, and we're just going to stop. Another thieving break for 72 fletching. Honestly, forgot I did this in the meantime when I had the AFK and couldn't click. And yet another one, 73 fletching. I think the clip speaks for itself. Alright, I'm over all this tedious editing. 66 Thieving, 67 Thieving, 68 Thieving, 69 Thieving, 70 Thieving is finally here. I just wanted to take a second to show some of the spoils from 60 to 70 Thieving. We did about 1100 Master Farmers, and here's the loot. We thieved about 5,000 Arty Knights, which equals a lump sum of about 500k, I think. I don't know. This is all pretty poorly done math, and I could be wrong somewhere, but hey, it looks good. And now we're going to go off to 70 rune crafting. We're in for the long haul. Alright, lad. I just totally forgot the whole reason we did the whole 70 thieving grind. So now we're going to sit here at the stone chest that we unlocked at 64 thieving and hope for the best. But here's at least a start. This is our first lizard fang. Alright, it took 262 stone chests to get it, which is before the drop rate. I'm happy about that. I'll put the drop rate table on the screen now. But we're going to do a couple more chests just to see if we can get any more fangs. We will be back here sooner than later, as these fangs are what charge the talisman. But hey, we got it. This is going to open up a quick way to Zaya for us, and it's actually going to be a big help to our construction grind. We were close to 71 thieving, so I just decided to go ahead and get it, and that was as long as I stayed. We got about 6 more fangs, but that's fine. Like I said, we'll be back here sooner than later. So now we're going to go hit Guardians of the Rift, and before that, we need to do a couple quests, or maybe one quest. But before we did anything, and this is the last clip of it, and I even skipped some levels to not show you, but here's 80 fletching. Ta-da! Alright, I've actually forgotten that this isn't the first time that we've actually been here, so there's no quest needed. Anyways, let's talk about why we are here at Guardians of the Rift. Just like 70 thieving, there's a nice clean round off when you open the skill tab, but what we are actually after is the Ring of Elements. The Ring of Elements opens up 4 more teleportations to us, which is actually going to be a huge part of the construction grind that's coming up next. It gives us teleports to the Air Altar, Fire Altar, Water Altar, and Earth Altar. And the Earth Altar is a big plus to us because that is right next to the boat of Fossil Island. So there I can start doing birdhouse runs with a lot less running. The ring costs us 400 abyssal pearls from the shop, but regardless, we are going to be here until 70 rune crafting. Alright, 68 rune crafting and 442 abyssal pearls. We are now able to buy the ring, but afterwards we're going to do 2 more levels for that nice 70 round off. We're also going to find out how to charge this thing, so give me a second. I guess it's one of each element plus a law rune, so we should have 738 charges. But like I said, we're going to go finish off 70 rune crafting, and then I'm going to explain to you how construction is going to be done. Editor side here. If you guys have seen my videos, you guys know that I do not do live commentary. But every once in a while I get some and I add them in because I think they're funny. They are so disorganized, all over the place, slur, stumble on my words, fan going on in the background, dishwasher. And I do apologize for the background noise. But here is this episode's live commentary on 69 rune crafting. Oh my lord. And here we are. We are closing in on 69 rune crafting. I'm like so done. But one more level, you know, it's just one more level. We're about to search the rift here. That is our 69 rune crafting. So let's go search the rift. We have about 28, I think it's, yeah, 28. Come on, give me something. Bunch of pearls, law runes I need. Big time. There you go. That's 100 more charges for the ring of elements we just got. Abyssal pearls are nice. That's really all we want in the pet. I think we have everything else. We don't really care about the dyes or the needles. But we were like, I'm thinking and I'm debating of selling a lot of ruins. I don't know if I can. I haven't looked into it. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. Just head in the wildy and try and sell them all, because I'm never going to ruin this account. This account will always be a skiller. 69 more pearls. That's honestly a little disappointing. What is that? A lost bag? You open the intricate pouch and find something inside. Inspect. Has a note inside. Read it. Hope this bag finds a home someday. It's custom the claim to do this. What does this even do? What is this? Blood essence? I'm gonna Google. I don't know what that is. What is that? It sounds like it gives you more blood runes. It is purely cosmetic. Alright, finally 70 rune crafting has been achieved, and on screen I will put up all the loot received from searching the rifts right now. Searched it about 260 times for just over 1 million GP worth of items, and I'm glad that's over so I can take a break from it, even though I'm going to be going back so soon. But now it is time to prep for construction, and we're going to tell you the reasons why we're going to be training that skill. That is all the prepping that is really needed for mahogany homes. We've already had the 60k teak logs from our 99 woodcutting, and the couple hundred silver ore that we've gotten through, I believe, winter taught. I don't think you get silver through Motherlode mine. Maybe we did mine some, I just didn't record it. Anyways, that's just how we're going to train construction, and we've been prepping for it all video. The homes that need fixing are in 4 different locations: Verok, Ardi, Hosidius, and Falador. The Xerix Talisman covers Hosidius houses. Ardi Cloak covers the Ardi houses. Chronicle covers Varrock, and the newly obtained Ring of Elements covers Falador's with the Air Altar Teleport. So I'm probably going to cue some music, and we're going to get 70 construction busted out. And that leaves us with all goals for this episode completed. And that will quite possibly bring us back to some old goals from early on in this account and this series. Now I'm going to show you the stats on this account that it has right now. Some levels were left out this episode because I just did them as I was AFKing and couldn't achieve the goals I wanted to, but I decided to leave them out because it's fine.
This is going to be the start of chasing some very long-term goals. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what have we been doing this whole time then? And well, we've just been going, grinding, doing whatever we want. Now, truth be told, it's been over a year since we talked about this, and it was episode 9 to be exact. And that is, what are the goals for this account? Because they have changed, and I'm really starting to see how I want this account to look when I'm done. So the first goal is the entirety of the series, and that is maxing every skilling skill. That does not include Slayer. The second goal is to obtain every skilling outfit. On screen, I will be putting a picture that I have created showing every skiller outfit a skiller can get per skill. Wow, that was a tongue twister. And number 3, green logging the collection log. Now this goes with number 2, but it's the other stuff per skill. For example, fire making, we already have 99 and the pyromancer outfit, so that is 2 goals down for that skill. Goal 3 would include getting the pet, the tome, and the dragon axe, which we only have 1 of the 3. Now technically the collection log would include clue scrolls, but I'll be taking them more seriously from this point on, but I am not counting them as goal number 3. And there is a ranking system for level 3 skillers now, as they are on the high scores. But I have currently no plans of going for ranks. But potentially, if all 3 goals are completed, that could be goal number 4. Now if there's anything you feel like has been left out or should be added, put it in the comments of this video. And without further ado, let's go chase some goals. When I think of mining, I think of Motherlode Mine. And from here you can obtain the Prospector's outfit and the coal bag. You can even add the upper floor unlocked at 72 mining, which we also have, so technically mining is done. But I was wrong. The mining guild offers a piece of mining equipment that we do not have yet, and that is the mining gloves. Mining at the guild gives you a chance to get unidentified materials, which you then turn in for the gloves. Mining gloves equals 60 unidentified shards. Sadly, my son yanked the power strip out of the wall while recording me getting them, so I do not have the clip, but I do have them. Last clip was to just show you that I had the mining gloves, and now I'm wanting to show you the method that I chose, and that was the mine coal. Motherlode Mine no longer gives me a sufficient amount of coal, and with the up and coming smithing grind for the smithing outfit, we are going to need a lot of coal as we have a lot of mithril ore in the bank. Right now we are going for our superior gloves, and it couldn't be any slower. But hey, that is 85 mining. Okay, so we now have our 120 unidentified materials. It is time for us to get the superior mining gloves. Shabam. Collection log completed. Psych, just kidding. We have 60 more unidentified materials because we are going to do the whole shabam and combine these 2. Right now we're only going for coal, so we don't really need the superiors, but next clip you'll see me combining both of them. I know I said that next clip would be combining the gloves, but it's been a while since I think you've seen the Slayer level. This is 30 Slayer. We're getting up in the big boy numbers. Okay, next clip should be the combining of the gloves. So over the past couple episodes I've been putting in live clips, and here's this episode's live clip, and you'll see why live talking just isn't possible, as we're busy frying up some chicken, music going on in the background, but it's just really genuine and I love it, so I'm gonna let it go. We've been stuck under Falador in the mining guild for what felt like forever, so I figured maybe it was time that we do Falador's Easy Diary. On the screen right now is showing you what I have completed and what I haven't completed, but I'm not going to show you every task. I'm just going to show you us completing it and then getting the shield, I believe is Falador's. Yeah, I think it's the shield. And then we're either going to go do the next skill, or I'm kind of debating whether or not I should just do the Easy Diary. So maybe Varrock will be next. I don't know. You'll see in a couple clips from now. Alright, we got the super awesome shield. Falador Easy Diary is completed. I'm just showing it off a little bit. But we did get an XP lamp. We are going to be putting it into Slayer. I've really been debating putting it in Herblore these days, because I'm not training Herblore. But this is 2500 XP for Slayer. 31 Slayer now down. I think I am going to do the Varrock's Diary real quick, because it is just so easy. So I'm just going to show us completing that real quick. And then we're going to move on to the next skill. So without actually having to go hunt for bone, I realized that I had baby dragon bones in my inventory. Last thing I need to do is give a dog a bone. So this dog is going to be getting the best bone of its life. Do not take that out of context, please. But that is Varrock's Diary completed. Now we have to go talk to Toby, and we're going to get our Varrock chest plate. Kind of got to remember where he is. Found him. Alright, let's get our chest plate real quick. Now, I believe this does help us get coal. I think that if we mine a piece of coal once, we have the possibility to get 2 of them. So I should probably start using this when I mine coal. I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm pretty sure. Another XP lamp on Slayer. Going to be get another Slayer level. That is 2. That is from 30 to 33 Slayer just this episode. But now we're going to go start forestry. So I decided that the use at the Sears Church or agility course is the best option for us, because we can use our use to make yew longbows and for fletching in the future. But you already see I have the log basket. Now I thought about recording every event and kind of just talking through them, as this one I'm doing right now is a new event, completely new to me. Never done it before. I did forestry when it first came out. So I do have like 3,500 Emina bark, I believe is what it's called. So we already have a good portion of the outfit completed. But there's 2 outfits we can get. That is the lumberjack outfit and the forestry outfit. We are not going to be doing both outfits this video. We are just going to be getting the lumberjack outfit as that comes first. So with that being said, I'm not going to record every mini game that forestry has to offer. If you guys would like a separate video on that, I will do that, no problem. But I'm just going to show you guys us getting the outfit. So forestry is a very short grind, but only part 1. So I already have the boots, the hat, and the legs. I did not have enough redwood logs to get the top, so there is the lumberjack top. So here's proof that I have it all. I'm going to put it all on for you guys. I'm going to show you guys. But like I said, I already had quite a bit of the Emina bark. So it wasn't a long grind, but I'm going to show you guys the forestry tab. We are nowhere near being done, and that is where goal 2 and goal 3 still come involved, because we still need the forestry outfit. And then there's the axe, and then there looks like there's a chicken outfit as well now. It's been a while since I have done forestry. Like I've said, I did it when it first came out, but I wasn't really interested in it. But we're going to be starting a grind that I myself am even surprised I haven't done yet, and that is the fishing trawler. So here are the only 2 fishing trawler clips that I have. I'm getting the boots and I'm getting the hat. Recently I just went through and wiped my computer of old clips or clips that I'm not using, and I think those got wiped too. I'm trying to put out more videos, so it's been a lot more of a mess, but we did get all 4 pieces. And from here we're gonna go to Tempros. I'm not gonna show you a Tempros match. I don't think you guys would enjoy watching Tempros over and over and over and over. Everyone is here for the loot, right? I have 500 tickets worth of loot videos. I'm just gonna put them all on all 2 times the speed. If you want to see how I solo Tempros, I will totally do that for you guys. But I'm just gonna show you guys me totally not getting spooned here. But we did get a couple things. So just sit back and relax and enjoy this rewards montage. I don't know what else to call it. You know, Temperos is not my favorite, but that is the Spear Angler's down. On screen, I'll show a recap of all the loot. As for the honorable mentions, we obtained the tackle box and the Tome of Water. Even though I would have loved the fishing barrel, we'll come back one day. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 15. On screen now is an updated graphic showing us getting the lumberjack outfit and both angler sets. I also realized I haven't shown you guys the bank at all during the season, so the start of next episode, I'll be showing you guys the bank, and you're going to see us absolutely go through that bank and make bank.
I'm going to get into showing you guys the cleaned bank.
A few moments later.
It's pretty much done. I'm going to move all the clue stuff from the first tab to the last tab probably, which is going to be my random tab that I've had for like ever my entire career. I've always had a tab, last tab, random stuff. But anyways, in this first tab will be my collectibles and teleports plus my cash stack, which is why you see the star fragments, spirit flakes, abyssal pearls, and then it has my teleports such as my chronicle, Zarek's talisman, the beautiful ring of elements, which I have completely abused. Tab number 2 is my tools for absolutely everything. I want them all in one tab, and I'm okay with that. Tab number 3 is wood cutting, fletching, fire making, and construction tab. As you see, 57k teaks, 11k used, just over 600 bird's nest, planks, and nails. That is for everything about those skills. Tab number 4 is my mining and smithing tab, which you are going to absolutely see ransacked this episode. Just to give a small hint if the title and thumbnail doesn't do that already. Tab number 5 is all my gear and outfits. Could probably switch it to my second to last tab, but right here is fine for now. Tab number 6 is my fishing and cooking tab, if you can't tell. Tab number 7 is my crafting tab, which is going to be absolutely ransacked again because I need GP. Now tab number 8 is the ruin crafting tab, and this is the tab that's going to give me somewhat of a difficult decision coming up in this episode. Actually, it's the next clip. Tab number 9 is my herbalore, farming, plus hunting tab technically, since it does do my birdhouses as well. Even though you see the chins in the junk tab, because I can't sell them, I can't do anything. They are technically done, like junk. And for the last tab, all the randomness. Clue, scroll rewards, quest rewards, new Voldemort thieving, hunting things. It's a small tab for now. We just cleaned the bank though. But that's really it. Feel like the bank is a cool thing to show you guys every once in a while. But now it's time for me to explain what the Wow, I can't even talk today. But now it is time for me to explain what decision was difficult to make with my ruin crafting tab. So throughout my RuneScape career, I have completely ruined every skiller I've ever created. And I told myself I will never ruin this skiller. And so far I've done a good job with that. And I think so far this is probably the best skiller I have ever created, so like yay me, you know. But that leaves me with the thought of, if I never plan on training magic, what do I need all these ruins for, and why not sell them? And for whatever reason, I was really hesitant on this decision, just in case of me doing this now will affect me down the line. And truth be told, I don't think it will. So we're on our way to the Mage Bank, and I think if it does affect me later down the line, which again, I don't think it will, I only have 70 rune crafting, so I will be making plenty more ruins in the future. But for now, I'm going to sell these things because that construction grind for the outfit is going to completely eat my cash stack. Now, maybe this decision would have been easy for you, but it wasn't for me. And I was also told, I forget the quest names, but there's a shop in Alcrid, I think it's Ali Morrison. You can sell your blood runes there and the price never goes down. So I'm not going to sell my blood runes just in case I ever decide that I'm going to do that quest. But I'm going to sell every other rune. Well, besides the one that charges my ring. So that's air, fire, earth, law. Or maybe water's in there. The elemental ones. It charges the rings plus the law rune. So don't sell those. But things such as the souls, the cosmics, the bodies, the minds, the death, the chaos, the natures, I'm going to sell all those off. I don't think I need them. So it was 813k GP before I just started selling off these chaos runes. I was tired of hopping in 50 here, 50 there, 50 there. We ended off with 816k, which is huge. And that's, you know, I need that. Con grind is expensive. Now we have 2.4 million GP. But we're not done there. I said that we are going to ransack another bank tab, which is crafting. So, you guys have already seen me do it before. We're going to go make some jewelry. We're going to go do the world hopping all over again and see what the cash tag gets to there. 71 crafting. Alright, we have used up all the gems. We made all the jewelry we have in the bank. And this has been a solid money maker for us in the past. Hopefully inflation doesn't hit us too hard. Maybe we can get close to that 560k mark. But I'll spare you guys watching a sped up clip and I'll just show you what we made. So 516k was the profit off of our jewelry. And I ended up coming to All Crib to sell the jewelry that Port Sam wouldn't buy. Don't think there was any difference from any random general store. I think I came here because it was a crafting store, but whatever. 500k is 500k. I will take it. But now it is time for us to start our next outfit grind. Smithing. So before starting this grind, I was AFKing more coal because I'm hoping that I will not have to stop and come back because of lack of prepping on my part. As you see, we have 22k coal and almost 7k mithril. My plan is to do a mithril and steel combo at Giant's Foundries. Last time was iron and steel and we unlocked all the molds. So doing mithril and steel should up our profit margins. But before even hitting Giant's Foundry, we need to make our bars. 71 smithing. So I think 4k mithril bars will suffice. I just decided to show you how I was smelting these bars. I can only get 10 mithril bars a run. But shout out to the coal bag because this thing is a beauty for even allowing that. But now I'm not only stopping here. I know that at the Giant's Foundries you can use just mithril bars. I don't know the actual calculations nor do I care to look into it. But I'm going to be making these mithril bars into mithril plate bodies. And for those of you who don't know, when you do plate bodies at Giant's Foundries, they actually count as 4 bars instead of 5. But I'm getting the XP to make the plate bodies that you wouldn't get the XP if you just use bars. So that's the route I'm going. That's the decision I have made. 72 smithing. 73 smithing. 800 mithril plate bodies later, it is now time to make some steel plate legs, and I'm pretty sure I need more iron, but I'm going to do that behind the scenes. I'm not going to bore you guys anymore. And then we're going to move the Giant's Foundry. Editor me. Next clip is this episode's live commentary. I'm not talking to myself, I swear I'm talking to somebody in Discord. You just can't hear him, but I thought this was pretty funny, so I'm going to add it in. And then you'll see us at Giant's Foundry.
$74 smithing. Fuck, man, I'm on a different level. I got the same smithing as you. Yeah.
I don't want to bore you guys by showing you every sword I make. I'll probably just pop in a clip every level, as this sword is going to get me 75 smithing. But I want to say that getting the molds first are so worth it because I'm making 20k a sword right now. And I bet it only goes up with the better materials. And then obviously, you know, the matched molds of the sword that you're given for commission. But we are going to make money. After this grind, I'm going to see the most amount of GP I've ever seen on this account. Alright, we have just finished up this sword. This is flying by. This is going to get us 76 smithing. And this is sword 93. Yeah, I have no idea how many swords we're going to do. But I do know, I think we're going to get over 80 smithing. And here is another sword finished up. This is going to get us 77 smithing. And this is sword number 106. I bet you we're going to be around the 150 range. Another sword completed. Only 18k coins for this sword. This is going to be 78 smithing. And this is sword 122. Alright, 21k for this sword. We did it in 5 minutes. We actually did this one faster than our record. This is sword number 139 and 79 smithing. Oh, total level of 1175 or 1175, I guess is a better way to put that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, actually.
80 goddamn smithing, dog. 4,000, 8,000, 1150, 12. Wow, 15,000. What you need for the whole thing? Am I dumb? 4 plus 4 plus 8.5 plus 8.5. 15. Yeah, 15,000. Wow.
That last clip took me for a loop editing this. Totally forgot that even happened. It was hilarious. So that is why I added that in. We have made 174 swords so far. This is 81 smithing. And we are still closing in on the outfit. We are still quite a bit away. I think last I checked, yeah, we're at 11,000, almost 12,000. Need 15,000 for the outfit. This is one hell of a grind. I'm starting to think it's 200 swords. 82 smithing. And there we have it. 203 swords. And we have 15,000 foundry reputation. Now that was 203 swords. And that got us every single mold. And now is going to get us every single outfit piece. Yes, we will come back for the sword and the double cannonball mold, but that is for a later time, as I plan on not coming back here for quite a while. That was a lot. That was a lot to be here in one go as well. But that is finally completed. I'm gonna throw it all on and just see how it looks real quick. It is now time to move on to the next grind. We are just going to jump straight into it. There is no prepping for this grind at all. And that is Hunter. We're going to be doing Hunter rumors. So rumors have been out since the release of Varlamore. Now I did say I would make a guide video on it and I never did, and this still isn't it. I wasn't feeling rumors when they first came out because of the competition and all the world hopping. I mean, everybody was on it, and they are 100% better now, but I still probably won't make a guide on them. I don't know. But basically, you go to the Hunters Guild and you get a rumor. It's the same thing as going to a Slayer Master and getting a Slayer task. You're told what to go hunt. Otherwise, you never catch me here, and that's for damn sure. Now, I'm not going to show you every rumor and then when it's completed. I did the first 4 loot sacks in my Varlamore video. You can go check that out if you want. So I'm going to do the last 6 to finish off the first 10, which then gets you the whistle. And then we'll talk about the whistle, and hopefully maybe within the first 10 I'm gonna be getting a piece, because I have heard people are going very dry on this. So after 10 rumors, you can claim the whistle from Petri or Petri, I think it's like Petri dish, on top of the Hunters Guild. But before we do that, let's open up these 7 expert pouches. Guess I did 3 in the Varlamore video, not 4. We're gonna see what we get and then we'll go get the whistle. So right now it looks like we're unlucky for going for a piece in the first 10, but you get bird's nest, you get bones, you get herbs, you get raw meat, which is, I know you recharge the whistle for it. Now we got to go retrieve our blueprint up here at top, and then we got to find out how we're gonna make this whistle. So you have to right click on it to craft it. It takes a willow log and a knife to do it. Now we have to charge this, but it acts just like a Slayer gem. It tells you your rumor, it tells you how many charges it has. The basic one has 5, and you should get enough raw meat from your sacks to constantly recharge this. But instead of running back after a task to the Hunter Guilds, this takes you directly to it. And then eventually from here you can upgrade your whistle. Alright, we have completed 15 rumors. I have 15 expert. Wow, we just got the headwear. We're going to see how this looks. I mean, yeah. It looks good. It looks great. Wow, we got the on piece 11 basically. And then now we got the top as well. So we have 2 pieces so far within the first 15 rumors. And as far as I know, from what I'm hearing, that is pretty spooned. So hopefully we can keep going, because there is a 1 in 50 drop rate for these. I did some rumors on mobile. Let's open these up. 7 experts. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. Let's see. 2 more. Oh my god, there we go. Guild Hunter legs. That is awesome. We are way below the drop rate for 1 piece, and we have 3 piece. 1 out of 50. I think we're on like rumor 30. So this is our 50th rumor. I meant to stack 10. I only stacked 9. They're all experts. We're going to open them right here to see if we can get all 4 pieces within that 50, which is a 1 in 50 drop. Oh, oh my god. Dude, we got totally spooned on this outfit. That is the hunter boots right there. We got spooned. I wish it could have went somewhere else. Like we could have got a pet between one of our 299s. But I'll take this because rumors, they're okay. They're mediocre at best. They're not the way I'm going to like continue training hunter. Sorry for the cutoff, but damn, this is a beautiful thing to look at and a perfect way to end the video. 4 1 in 50 drop rate items by 50. This is a solid video and we have completed the smithing and hunting outfit. The demographic should be on the screen now to kind of show you guys the direction of the account and what we have completed so far. But thank you for watching, and like I always say, until next time, stay safe.
Well, hello there. Definitely was not recording, but that is this account's second Xerix Talisman. I guess this one can be mounted in the house when that time comes, because we don't really need 2 of them, but it's always nice to have. But why we are here is we need more Lizardman fangs, since the Xerix Talisman is the fastest way for us to get around Koren, which is going to be heavily needed for the grind that we are about to start. Well, that is 114 fangs as we're getting kicked out. I think that should last us a while. We'll come back if we need to. Right now we're going to go charge the talisman, but I guess I should tell you guys what the plan is, right? On screen is the image that I've created showing what outfits are left, and today we're going to focus on construction. But that is going to involve some prepping. Step 1 would be the fangs. Step 2 would be the planks. I gotta make sure I have enough planks. So I indeed did not have enough planks, but I do have a 5.6 million GP stash that I'm going to tap into, and I think I calculated it correctly. We're gonna need probably about 2,500 planks, so I'm just gonna do a time skip for you guys so you don't have to watch the boring shit. Okay, so now we have our 2,500 teak planks, but I forgot the mahogany homes also take steel bars, which we only have 1 in the entire bank. So once again, a time skip so you don't have to watch the boring shit. We got ourselves a touch over 300 steel bars, which should be plenty. So technically, we should be ready for mahogany homes. So let's just make our way to Falador to get started. So I was chatting with some clan members before starting the construction grind, and they told me that I should look into getting the plank sack before even starting. It does cost points, it costs 350 points, but it's a quality of life item that allows us to do multiple houses in one run. So screw it, I'm just going to spend the points. I almost got 700 points right now. It takes 2,000 points to get the whole outfit anyways. We should have enough supplies already made up to do it. We're going to go until we get the outfit anyways, hoping it gets us 80 construction. But there it is. There's the plank sack, and I've got to now go fill my items. But hey, look, that is 82 collection log items out of 1,521. So we are not doing very good in that department. This is 71 construction. And shout out to the clan for telling me to get the plank sack. And to anyone looking to start this shrine, get the plank sack before you start it. It is so worth it. 72 construction, 73 construction, 74 construction, 75 construction. Closing in on 350 contracts and just over 1,000 points. Finishing up this house right here is going to get a 76 construction. We are halfway there to the outfit. Halfway there, so what? It's damn near 700 contracts. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not the best. 77 construction. 34 Slayer. Alright, and this right here is going to be the last home that we can do. Well, I mean, I could probably do one more, but I need more teaks. I need more planks. So we're going to go make some planks. Ending off at 394 contracts, 1,227 points. Not so bad. So let's say we need probably about another 2K planks. I'm not gonna do the exact math on that, but that's what we're gonna go do. So time to go hit the mill. We're probably going to need more Xerix talismans too. 57. We might be alright. We might be okay. No, we're not gonna be okay. Probably more of those as well. 78 construction, 79 construction, and that is 80 construction, which is awesome because that's the next base I'd love to hit. I'd love to bring this account to 80 base. And this right here is going to be the last house needed for this entire grind. This is going to be our 588th contract and putting us just over 2K points. Now it is time for us to go to Falador and get the outfit. Carpenter's shirt. Carpenter's trousers. And then the helmets and the boots. But that is the construction outfit completed. Well, bam. That is some good looks right there. And that is another outfit down. First outfit of the episode, in fact. So stay tuned to the end and you'll find out which outfit is next. 86 collection log item slots. Still seriously lacking in that department, but as construction done. So recently this episode I talked about how I would love to get 80 base. I have a few skills that I could easily knock out and doing that real quick in this episode. And we're going to start off with fishing and cooking. Now I'm going to skip the boring 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. I'm going to show you the 80 fishing, the 80 cooking, and then moving on to the next skill, which I'm a lot more excited about. We are closing in on 80 fishing now. And before you say anything, I know that I should probably be at Temperos, and I will next time that I want to train fishing. I actually needed to AFK as I am working behind the scenes on another account that will be brought to this channel someday. But this way is a way to AFK cooking and fishing. So it's a win-win for me to do multiple things at once and not have to really pay attention as I'm still grinding on screen. So I actually planned on getting cooking done with the fish I have gotten from Temperos in the past when going for the outfit. But due to the new diary changes, I actually can't cook here in the spot I wanted to in Host City is. So I need the game plan. How I'm going to complete the diary because killing a sand crab is in it. And I am so close to leveling every single combat stat that it worries me. I do not want to ruin this account. So unfortunately, I can't do this right now. I'm going to save it for next episode. I'm just going to go get 80 cooking at Birth Rope. And then we're going to move on to thieving. Alright, this is the last inventory until we get 80 cooking. And then we're going to be moving on to 80 thieving. That will be 2 more 80s knocked out in this episode. And the way we're going to be training is Varlamore thieving. And if you guys do not know how to do that, haven't done it, or are interested in learning, I do have a guide on the channel, a quick guide. Be sure to check it out to tell you everything you need to know. But that is 80 cooking. We've done it at Birth Rope. Like I said, next episode we're going to be working on that diary. I just am really worried about killing those sand crabs. I got to find out how to use poison, dynamite, or a ring of recoil. Because I really messed up during the Herblore quest and the poison dagger. I really did. But yeah, that is 80 cooking. We're going to go to Varlamore. Bam! 80 thieving has been achieved. That is the 4th 80 this episode. Construction, thieving, fishing, cooking. 4. Anyways, I did this while I was on mobile, but I got the most important level on my computer. We have just over 16,000 valuables, and I think I'm just going to continue stacking them. We just spent money on construction. I don't need to spend money for a little bit for the rest of the grinds. I'm just going to stack them until I need more money, then I'll sell them off. But I was going to end the episode here, but I decided, you know what? I'm actually closer to the forestry outfit than I thought. It's quicker than I thought. The harder part is the lumberjack outfit, which has already been completed. And I have almost everything for it. So we're going to go knock that out real quick. Holy shit, look what I got. That is the fox whistle. Now, I do believe that this turns the beaver into a fox. And then I believe there's a gold egg, and I want to say that turns the beaver into the pheasant.
I'm not exactly sure. I'm kind of more just pissed off that I'm past 99 and I still don't have a beaver. I'd rather have the beaver than this fox whistle. But hey, got the fox whistle. This guy thinks I'm lying when I'm not. But that is another forestry collection log slot completed at least. And then I have the option to turn him into a fox. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool to get. It is 5K of the infused bark for the forestry outfit. So we just got over 5,000. We have 5,060. Now we need every type of wood, 60 of each, and I'm pretty sure we got like 75 to 85% of that already. I know I don't have the Arctic pines, and I don't think I have the willows, because I really haven't cut willows on this account. I should have just about everything else, and then you need the lumberjack top. So we're going to go get the pines and the redwoods. I don't have the redwoods either. We're going to get redwoods too. So we got the willows, we got the pines. I saved the redwoods for last since I feel like they suck. I feel like since I don't have the dragon axe, that redwood sucks. I'm still stuck with the rune axe. But here you go, out on screen, you can see that we have reached 15 million XP in woodcutting, and we still don't got that goddamn pet, man. That's 299s without a pet. I just want a pet. I just want a pet. Editor side here. I just noticed the black bar while recording, and luckily it was only for the last 2 clips. Hopefully not too many clips on the other series that I've been working on. But this is us turning in our lumberjack outfit for the forestry outfit, which has costed us 1,250 infused bark and 60 of each log for every single outfit piece. But this is another skilling outfit down. Forestry and construction have been completed this episode, which leaves us with only 2 left. 2 years ago, this was just a level 3 Ironman fresh off the tutorial island. And now here we are finishing up episode 17 with a total level of 1,209 and total XP of 52.4 million. And it has been a journey that I'm really enjoying, and I hope you guys are as well. This is the best skiller I've ever created, and it's the first Ironman skiller I've ever created, and I'm just having a lot of fun. If you guys look at the background, you can guess what is next on the agenda for 80 base on top of the 2 outfit grinds that we have remaining. But it feels good to sit back and look at 1,200 total on a level 3, and one that's an Ironman in fact. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like I always say, until next time, stay safe.
The account is actually in between episodes, but it's on hiatus. That's the reality of it. I don't really play this account anymore. I don't have too much fun of it. I think once you're this high as a skiller, things start to become redundant. But that's probably the same with any account, you know. But we have 78 rune crafting, 80 construction, 86 hunter, 34 slayer, 80 fletching, 72 crafting, 80 thieving, 42 herblore, which could be much better, 80 agility, 88 mining, 82 smithing, 80 fishing, 80 cooking, 100 fire making, 100 wood cutting, 53 farming for a total level of 1,231. Oh my god. And a total XP of 56 million. But the reality of it is, like, if I'm not having the most fun playing this account, I'm not having the most fun making the content, you know? And that's the reality of it. And as a viewer, you know, I want to push content that I enjoy pushing out and hope you guys enjoy watching. And the skiller so far is just on a hiatus. And a lot of my subscribers came from the new Ironman series, which I'm also not redoing that, but finding a method that works for me editing and content creation wise. So I'm probably moving that to every month and having bigger, more meaty, filling episodes. You guys hear my kid. He's having a good time. Cooking tab, you know, crafting tab, rune crafting. You know, we actually went through and sold a lot of these, and we actually made a lot of it back. Herblore tab, farming tab, clue stuff, hunting. We got a lot of money right there. But, yeah, hiatus. Honestly, that's just my true words to you guys. This counts on a hiatus. I actually really enjoy playing my Ironman series, so that is why content is being pushed out for that. And I've even started another account that truly like stands out to me watching other content creators play it, and that is a One Chunk Man. So you guys will see that on the channel. As for the Skiller, if you guys see new Skiller videos after this one, it is because I'm back in the groove with it. But until then, hope all you Skiller guys who followed me for that reason are still enjoying your Skillers. You guys probably understand to at least a little bit of a degree. It's good to take breaks. I've done that this entire series. This series has been over like 2 years, with probably 8 months of it being breaks, and that's just honesty. But hiatus. Yeah, buddy. And until next time, stay safe. Like I always say, stay safe.